trading stories, jokes, and deeper truth. Ideas bouncing like neon in the rain, trying to ride the edge of that cosmic train. Life got us booked up, stress got us tied, but Saturday frees us, we take flight tonight. We're vibing now with no receipt, cause wisdom's free and real talk's cheap. Talk cheap, real cheap, come get your fill. We're spinning reels with zero chill, funking around with no receipts. Saturday night we talk so cheap. Talk cheap, real cheap, it's how we play. No filter, no price, no bills to pay. We say it raw, we say it deep. It's cheap, 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 and it's a real talk Pete. We missed the train to Trans Central Town, but we caught that vibe, we ain't slowing down. Boarded the cheap train, laughing loud on a journey through thought. No ticket, no crowd, 2 seats in orbit, ideas take flight. Reality bends in the satellite light. Hey you listening, this ride is steep, but buckle up, the trip is cheap. Talk is cheap, real cheap, funked out deep. We're vibing high where the dreamers leap. It's real, it's raw, it ain't discreet. Saturday soul with a side of heat. Cheap talk, street talk, downbeat speak. This is our gospel every week. Say what we mean and mean what we be. Cheap talk is funkin' cheap. Can't be cheap unless we charge your dreams. Words like feathers in the fan of steam. We're not buying lies, we're selling laughs. Trading time for soul, doing the math. Cheap talk's gold in a broke man's world. Truth unfurls as the cosmos twirls. Saturday sermon in static and beats. We're speaking in riddles on infinite repeat. Cheap, 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 cheap talk. Cheap, cheap talk. Cheap, cheap talk. Cheap, cheap. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cheap, 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 cheap talk. Cheap, 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 cheap talk. Cheap. Real talk is cheap. Oh, so cheap. Not for sale, but for souls to keep. We riff, we ride, we never sleep. Just keep that funk flowing deep, 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 deep. Talk is cheap, come take your seat, where thoughts are wild and minds don't weep. The booth is open, the signal steep. Saturday night we roll with a beat. Talk is cheap, it's the way we preach. So real, it's out of reach. From downtown low to satellite suite. We're talking cheap, 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 cheap. Real talk is cheap, cheap, cheap. So cheap it flies away. Cheap time. 2 minds, 1 vibe. See you this Saturday. Cheap, 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 cheap. Real talk, real is talk. We talking riddles, yeah, we talking sparks. Real talk is cheap, real funkin' cheap. And the rest just squawk cheap, cheap, cheap. 2 minds sinking a beat up boot, trading stories, jokes, and deeper truth. Ideas bouncing like neon in the rain, trying to ride the edge of that cosmic train. Life got us booked up, stress got us tied, but Saturday frees us, we take flight tonight. We're vibing now with no receipt, cause wisdom's free and real talk's cheap. Talk cheap, real cheap, come get your fill. We're spinning reels with zero chill, funking around with no receipts. Saturday night we talk so cheap. Talk cheap, real cheap, it's how we play. No filter, no price, no bills to pay. We say it raw, we say it deep. It's cheap, 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 and it's a real talk Pete. We missed the train to Trans Central Town, but we caught that vibe, we ain't slowing down. Boarded the cheap train, laughing loud on a journey through thought. No ticket, no crowd, 2 seats in orbit, ideas take flight. Reality bends in the satellite light. Hey you listening, this ride is steep, but buckle up, the trip is cheap. Talk is cheap, real cheap, funked out deep. We're vibing high where the dreamers leap. It's real, it's raw, it ain't discreet. Saturday soul with a side of heat. Cheap talk, street talk, speech speak. This is our gospel every week. Say what we mean and mean what we be. Cheap talk is funkin' cheap. Can't be cheap unless we charge your dreams. Words like feathers in the fan of steam. We're not buying lies, we're selling laughs. Trading time for
Live it up.
Live it up, and then a bit of Real Talk is Cheap, Season 12, Episode 10.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Cheaper than ever, but we're still not paying you, okay? I'm sorry. We have no funds and lots of bills.
Yeah. And paying you, I mean, I think
prizes are when you've got I
need more data. Well,
yeah.
It's
when you've got, that kind of money like, what's his name? The YouTuber, the famous...
I don't know. Any of
whatever his name is.
Beast.
Yeah. The guy, whoever. Yeah, but when you got that much money, then you can afford to give it away to watchers.
Give it away is an interesting word, but yes. I mean, yeah, I guess you can bequeath it into the community.
Give it away for views, or
no. I think actually,
play some sort of Japanese torture game to get the money. Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's not the point. Yeah.
Maybe later, not right now.
No. I mean, well,
there's enough woes in this world right now.
Oh well, we would have to be very, what do you do? So you could advertise a video of the Cheap about a topic that seemed reasonable to advertise.
Win a prize if you add some input. Most creative input, gets the $50.
Most ads don't let you run comps in that way.
Fair enough.
Because they're incentivized for obvious reasons. So, but you try and game the system. But you could put things in. I don't know, but the thing about the Cheap, it's interesting, is that if you brought someone in because of a particular topic, it doesn't mean that the rest of the content is about that. No,
of course not.
But that doesn't mean much. I mean, I think that once I'm brave enough to type in the commands that mean we have fucking hashtags, that'll help a lot, because
I think more spread. Yeah.
Well, then I think I could start seeing categories.
That's what the hashtags are. They're just basically searchable.
And then we've got a website, and then I can use the website and the things, and that's all indexed in Google search, and it's all of the all the videos are linked to all of the things on the website, and they're all therefore double linked in Google search, and so then it knows it properly with all of the words and all that crap, right? Which is reasonable,
not just
because
some random search on the internet where
so it's all indexed properly and interlinked. Then I think that you could look at it and go,
maybe some prizes, maybe some prizes.
Maybe we could spend money on people, to make them come.
Guest speakers and stuff, get guest speakers on.
Oh, I guess guest. No,
get them to give you money. Yeah. Get rich people on to give you money. There you go. That's a
what? I
perfect
think we're a
giveaway.
Fair way off. Where
no, but I'm just saying,
we've
got to think about the future, Si. You never know. It could become popular with the kids or something.
I accept.
Highly doubtful, but
I accept that. But they.
Kids do grow up. They become adults eventually.
Let's say that Apple would actually pay us to have Craig Federighi sitting on the table here in front of us while we have a chat.
Just asking Brando stupid questions to the dude,
Yeah, deep.
Going off into bizarro land, Talking about, how their feelings are about, medicating the elderly with psychedelic mushrooms and stuff. To solve social problems. Oh, I mean, it's an important subject, Australia being on the cusp of us, delivering these quality mushrooms to our elderly to deal with their emotional and
if you're one of the people that are representing
depression issues,
a device used by, let's say, for example, 50-60% of elderly Australians who might be then engaging that, you have a responsibility or something to say.
Yes.
You have something to say.
Someone's got to be there to help them through the trip. Yeah.
And that's going to be
You
Siri.
need the guy with the loaf of bread ready to tell the police we're just feeding ducks. Okay?
That's it.
Yeah.
Siri, I'm really high at the moment. Mm-hmm. Is that okay? And
Yes.
Siri's cool with it. You know, Siri's like, yeah, it's
she's
fine.
just fine. Yeah, good. Go. I'll stop recording for the moment. I'll cut that link to the, the CIA headquarters. Haven't had any returned cicada drones. I've got to say that. Like, I'm pretty pleased that, their momentary surveillance was enough, to get their satisfactory outdoor moment photos.
Oh, you've been photographed?
Oh, no, I don't know. I'm just when you see a cicada drone, then you get suspicious.
Oh, you feel
I'm
like
always suspicious,
of cicadas,
of drones.
of drones,
In general, in any shape and form.
but
Even strange space orbs and stuff, I'm highly suspicious.
Do you interpret insects as drones?
Oh, could possibly be,
Yeah.
I mean, they were talking about mosquito drones 10 years ago, so.
Sure, no. Yeah.
Highly possible.
Have you had experiences where you think you've been like, you're just
when
walking
them
along,
big Scotch Greys come in, fuck, they feel like a drill on you anyway. Like they're
they're sampling.
America given liberty, putting them pipes down,
getting the resources straight out of you,
licking it up.
making it itch so you remember what liberty meant. Do you think that do you, for example, experience moments where you're walking maybe through the house or at between jobs or going to lunch and you feel followed? Like, do you see
No.
an
Well, I mean,
insect?
they're always following you, so I
It's
don't even bother with that.
you notice like a fly.
Like, I've gotten used to it. I like to entertain them. I mean, I'm obviously here to entertain, so.
Is there a certain scale?
I make them laugh.
Is it cicada
It's
scale,
important.
or is it more down to
If you're going to listen, you might as well be entertained.
Could flies be like? Are we up to fly level, or is it still cicada level as a drone?
Possibly fly. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they're down to ant by now.
Ant.
You don't. Send in the silent army. Robot termites.
Just watching, waiting.
Silent demolition.
I mean,
it'd be more silent than what Australia's having in a revolution right now. With the up and coming elections and stuff, and
is there an election?
the murmurings and the toings and the froings.
Is there an election? Are you serious? Didn't we just have one?
Oh, we're always having elections, mate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Each state's got their own.
It's confusing.
cycle.
It just felt like I'd just done it.
No,
I remember people cheering
You're
about
good. I think New South Wales is good. I know that, Victoria's done theirs and South Australia's done theirs. So I'm imagining, the old QLD will be coming up soon. So that's what I expect, rotation.
And is there a bit of
KLD, Kingsland. Yeah,
Kingsland.
keep.
So is there? Are you aware of a bit of a rebellion in Kingsland? Is there a little bit of an uprising? Are you suggesting?
Well, this is the home state of the redhead. So she's an hippie girl.
Oh, so the fish and chip is like,
shit up, mate.
Do you
That's
want to talk
showing
about the chip?
patriotism.
Do you want to talk about Chip?
We could talk about Chip.
Oh, fishy.
Yeah. Did some time. She's hardened.
I mean, I always think that varietal sort of nature that you can call back on that's really public and clear. You think about other politicians. Okay, let's do this. Let's go for a bit of a dissection here.
Well, there's a difference between being someone who runs a fish and chip shop versus someone who's studied law and economics. You know what I mean?
For example. That's exactly. That's what I'm putting down.
I mean, you can learn on the way, and people are capable of learning, in the job. So I'm sure she'll learn a lot.
Yeah, she's learned how to the various things that you need to do.
Definitely how to wear a burqa in fucking Parliament. I mean, it's a great
Benefactors
look.
here and
She
there.
should just keep wearing it in there. You know, it's part of the repatriation to the people she offends. She should just continuously wear it in there.
Do you think that her wearing that? I mean,
I think she should wear the ones that the ladies wear in there. Like if she wants to prove a point, she should just cover her head like she's in church.
I think that maybe.
I come from that old school, man. When I used to go to church and Christian church, women put shit on their heads when they went in there. All right, out of respect for angels and stuff.
Did they?
Yeah. They wore things on top of their head when they went to church.
Oh, like a little bonnet.
Mm-hmm. Or something, handkerchief. Didn't matter. As long as it covered your head. Sign of respect. If you didn't want your mind scanned, cover your head.
Cheap, put like a little bit of newspaper. You could.
That's it. Didn't matter.
What do men do?
Well, men, they got their mind scanned.
Oh.
Part of being in the truth, Got to get a regular brain scan just to make sure you're in line. You can't have no subjugators or difficult ones, as they call them.
Got to be checked.
They ask too many questions. It's not a good sign.
No, I couldn't see. Yeah. So, the fish and chips lady.
I know. Gaining ground.
Well, let's do a little strategy plan about what we're going to talk about the fish and chips lady.
Yeah.
I mean, the rise.
And we could discuss quite a few things,
Who she's owned by. I mean,
price of chips. Yeah.
What she originally said.
Get pretty exy. It's true. I mean, friends in high places are important. You've got to understand that, Call them benefactors, don't they? When they support you from behind the scenes.
Do you want to talk about
willing to hold your assets for you. Comfort, pillow.
I think to successfully
something you can really slip into.
I think to successfully talk about this though, we've actually just got to break it into chunks.
Of course.
So that I'm not it's not a whole round
trying to edit the hell out of it. Yeah.
And so if we're going to strategically talk about
focus, we've got to focus.
If you want to talk
pull
about
focus. The fact that doing very well because of great backing.
The fish and chips lady. I'm totally satisfied to talk about the fish and chips lady in the most humorous and ridiculous manner. However, let's do it in some categories.
Yeah, I know. Some of it's just, it will be just absolute crazy, and it's good. It's the best way to approach it, because it is a bit crazy, isn't it? Like, having a two-party system under threat by all of a sudden, oh my goodness, another choice. Yeah. It almost shows like you're growing up. Because how many have got in America? How many parties they got in America? Heaps. How many parties they got in England? Heaps.
What do you mean heaps? They got two.
But they've got minor parties too, the independents in all of those different places.
Yeah, I mean we do have that here as well.
Yeah, I know. But they've always been like the we'll bribe them to get over what we need for the, what do they need for their local community? Oh, they want their park upgraded, upgrade the park, get the votes, Dunk, they'll vote it this way if we do this particular policy, which needs to go through. On a needs-to-know basis.
You seem to be keen to talk about her benefit, like the benefactor path. Is that a keen angle? You're sort of
Yeah.
interested?
Well, why not? Why not?
I don't know,
I mean,
man,
having
just
friends
as a
with plenty of
twin,
money is pretty important, isn't it? You know, in this day and age, you know.
Okay, so
Having a good backer is an excellent, you know, she picked the best backer, I think.
well, I think the best backer picked her.
Well, perhaps.
I mean, because they already had. I mean, okay, it would seem
Strange
a bit.
bedfellows make for interesting soup. Is that the one? Huh?
Well, that's
could
a
probably
good saying.
quote that in the
like
future.
strange- Very interesting soup, and I think a bunch of things about her the Reinhardt role. I mean, okay. So in terms of like that kind of rich person, okay, the money required to shift the population's view, like in the media spend and believability. You know what I mean? Like if it was you or me, like for example, like coming up with the idea, and then we were somehow like going to back the person, who'd be like, how did they afford that? How did they suddenly afford?
Yeah, how did we have millions of dollars and
to afford
all this,
all that
you know, assets that we can throw at them
Advertising
to,
and the
you know,
to make the thing happen.
pre-plane, you know, yeah.
It doesn't seem believable. That seems suspicious.
A bit dodge. You reckon it's a bit of shenanigans?
Well, it would seem suspicious if you or I were the benefactor. You know, like
Yeah,
as
of
an
course.
example.
It would definitely be shenanigans if we were the benefactors.
It'd be like, how did they?
Yeah.
How are they running like a $1 billion advertising campaign?
Secretly, I've had 1,000 porno channels that are pulling in, you know, $17 billion a year.
There you go.
So I thought I'd just, you know, diversify, go into politics, you know, because it seems like there's lots of porn in politics.
And that's why you brought it up, because people don't realize this, but you're actually the one behind Gina Reinhardt.
Yes, I'm the secret benefactor who's channeling money through Gina, the unwilling participant, because if she doesn't do what she's told, she's in trouble.
Yeah. Her special gluttony ways will be revealed.
Big L's fall hard, don't they? Yeah, they do. Bam. Fire the liar. That's the current campaign.
So Gina is unwitting.
Yeah, of course, mate. You know. Do you think she'd offer her own money for this cause?
Forced.
I mean, obviously given perks. If you don't just get forced, you get perks. Look, you're going to get this, you're going to get that. You can open up this other one that you wanted to open up and start tearing the shit out of the ground. You know, you'll get your perks.
But ultimately a bit of a waste of time for her.
Yeah.
It has to do it. And
True.
And this is the
Well,
thing.
it just saves the legislation. Okay? We'll just open them up. All of a sudden, you're really important again. We need your little iron and ores and all the rest of it. They're very
value
important to us.
in adjusting the population's view with the two-party system.
Yeah. That costs a lot of money.
If you need to move the people to a particular view for your own benefits as a whole, then it's easy.
Oh, of course.
Because it's just a one A or B switch, right?
Yeah.
And so what kind of happened, I guess, is that, if I understand it correctly, is that sort of like, basically like with Labour doing that so well last time, there was no effective opposition.
Well, how can there be? Everything's running smoothly.
So if we need to
as
adjust
per
the country,
2030 commandments. Right?
so,
Thou shalt do what you're fucking told.
So it's amazing to me that, this opportunity through yourself and through Gina, Gina, that the
I
fish
think
and chips
it's always
lady,
better when there's three involved. It feels like there could be more arguments going on if there's 3 parties involved.
Arguments, or like as in, do you guys have a little
Well, isn't that the
back
way
and forth?
government actually works? Is like they argue with each other, like school children, over policy and this, that, and the other. I thought that's what it was all about. Like it's like the adults' version of Sesame Street, where a bunch of puppets just, have fun playing games all day long,
Talk about like various things they've counted and shit.
Yeah. These are the numbers.
Look, I think for
But 3 is probably the better number. Like
How-
you've had
how
2
much?
for so long. I mean, it almost became 1. Like we almost got to just 1, roll the republic over. But 3 sort of makes it a bit more. I
there's
don't know.
no 3. Why is there
get-
3? There won't be 3.
You think there won't be 3? What if there's a groundswell? Like extra
Of
popular?
what?
People's popular vote.
Oh, like the teals.
Yeah. Others get involved and they're like, oh, look, it's so successful, I'm going to have to shift house just because they're saying exactly what we're saying, but they're saying it in a way which is really misleading the public. So we better get on board.
But what'll happen is like, I think that even in that regard, functionally, the teals will just be like what will be the hit version.
I think we just
of-
need an honest Australia party. There you go.
Okay, we're moving that direction. So I think that
Hey?
no, man, I know. I think we don't. I think
Why
we just
not?
have a no
I
party.
think that's what people
The
are searching for.
No, if we're gonna no, we're not. What people? No, I fucking no. Sorry, if we're gonna go there. I mean, I feel strongly that what people, even if they don't realize it, want is to actually have a say.
Ah. But is that 2030 friendly?
No,
Them having a say?
not really. No,
Well, what the fuck are you talking about?
nothing, man.
I know.
It's not gonna happen.
They don't want to say. They just want gimme daddies.
Well, no, but
Give me daddy.
if we are going to have a thing, like if there was a third option that was really a third option,
Yep.
then it would be something that would be an actual groundswell, and it's where the people actually take control of the situation.
Yes. Pitchfork and torches
Yeah,
time.
and I mean they might be very
Yeah.
popular. There
Heavily
will be some
insulted.
resistance,
That's right.
serious resistance, and no money provided.
Yeah.
It'd be
Much walloping.
so it's interesting. So we definitely. There's clearly been some factors that I think in
Yep.
Australia that have required us to, that we aren't moving quick enough maybe, that we need a strong person to come forward.
Yes. A
To
true
be
figurehead.
available,
You know,
one that would be
we need
believable.
another Harold Holt. Someone who's prepared to go shark fishing at night.
Is that Albo though?
I mean, he's Christian.
Like who's the, okay. If you think it's the other person, if the
No.
fish and shit, if the fish are finally going to get their vengeance on the fish
Well,
and
is she
chips girl,
Christian enough? I think she's pretty Christian, isn't she?
or to go into the water, get eaten. Well,
No, I'm not
okay,
talking
but
about
who's the
that.
two-
I'm talking
who
about the
comes
whole,
out-
you know,
who does she
getting that,
make way
you know,
for
the
by
yellow
removing
man
herself?
Christian, you know, vibe sort of thing going on.
Oh, I don't know if you need that here. I don't
Yeah.
know that we're that, are we?
We're not really America, are we? We just need like a. But I mean, what she represents is
If you
Aussie
try to
battler.
pull- if-
you
yeah,
know,
if you
that's
try
the
to-
thing.
yeah,
like
yeah.
she's
If
got
you
that
try to
caricature
pull-
of Aussie battler.
In
Come
Australia,
from the, you know, the running the thing in the hot fat and getting out there and, you know,
I think
hitting
little
the streets,
acts,
getting
yeah.
the message known, you know.
I think functionally act like putting a burqa on will be not something she does very often because...
No, only at parties. So, yeah.
Maybe, but...
Yeah, the boys love it. Redhead and a
Because
burqa. Fuck me. Can't get better than that.
The battler is more the valuable position to hold if you want to sway, because it's the thing it's basically the mechanism, the lever they pull to say who's going to be believable to win.
Yes.
And based on, you know, the various circumstances, we provided the opportunities to happen so that they is that way. And then, I mean, she's believable. Gina Reinhardt's believable.
I do.
I think that
I believe in
position,
her. She believes in me.
What's their
like,
angle?
you know, there is one vision.
Is their angle ultranationalism?
Oh,
Then what's the
I mean,
angle?
ultranationalism does
Or is
lead
it just-
does
or is
lead
it-
to, you know, absolute rape of the, you know, country that you're in, which is good. I mean,
Yeah, but
you
who's
want the
selling-
resurces, that's the best time to do it. You know, cheap labour, slaves, you know, free slaves.
What's her angle? Is it in that regard? Is it that she wants to have all the resources for Australia, like ultranationalism, or is it she wants to, instead of China getting it, America should? Like, what's the what's the differing point?
Well, I think Australians should get it.
No. What's their point? What's her angle? What's the differentiating point? Differentiating point.
Oh, the reason of her, you know, motivation.
Well, what's different between what they're saying? Like, are they saying anything different to what Labor says, or nothing? Like, I don't know.
No. Well, there's only slight differences, but you know,
anything?
with the way you look at a party is the way they vote against policy or for policy. So if they're saying, look, you know, we do want to cut migrants, right?
Okay, is that a thing?
And so they bring up a policy saying, okay, we're going to drop it down to this much or whatever, right? And they put that forward, and then they vote against it. You know what I mean? Like, that shows you their motivation. Yeah.
But I know how that works. I'm asking. So there's this. So Pauline Hanson has been co-opted by some people to stand around and use a picture for no reason. Are they saying anything?
Well, they're for the people, apparently, you know.
For the people.
Yeah. And what the people want. I mean, they're listening to the people. They're doing a lot of the handshaking and going around the place, and, you know, the little get-togethers and collecting the fundings. You know, they're doing everything that a normal political party would do.
What? Pauline Hanson, what's he saying?
Policy-wise.
Well, I don't know. There's this person, she's running this thing, everyone's popular, but what is it?
Well, I think the main message behind that whole thing is that, you know, if you're going to come into a certain country, I mean, I know you have your beliefs and whatever, but, you know,
Here we go.
there's certain things where, like, they got to realise too.
Okay, here we go.
If it's about, like, hiding things so people don't covet it, we got plenty to see. We don't have to see your women.
So they got three things.
And most of the time, I don't even look at them unless they're, you know, extremely attractive or something stunning.
No, just instead of randomly nothing. Like, So you want to talk about politics. You've brought politics on, and then we're waffling around shit saying nothing.
I know. Okay, back to politics.
I mean, look, are we actually having a conversation? Like, I don't know. Bring it up. Oh, she's a something or something. About what?
Zero.
I don't know. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah.
Immigration. So there are three things that they seem to be on. This is on Build a Ballot.
Yeah.
Since we have to sort of, you know, bring up this stuff.
Do a bit of referencing.
One nation advocates for significantly reducing migration through the following processes. Permanent and temporary visas to 130,000 per year. So still an influx of 100,000 plus a year. Yep. Security, 8-year waiting period before migrants can access citizenship or welfare.
Because they're pretty important, you know. That's
Refuse entry to migrants from nations to foster And so ideology is incompatible with Australian values. Just like you can have a whole lot of heart laughs about that, but we know.
No, of course, yeah.
Withdraw Australia from the United Nations Refugee Convention so that you don't have to accept refugees, unless you want to, I guess. So you're not we're not a signatory. We don't have the obligations.
No.
Reduce overall permanent migration, particularly. Here we go. They actually want to reduce skilled migration. So they're smart. They want lower short-term population.
Force the education locally to train the people that we've got. Huh? Promise for a future for the young ones.
Potentially see demand, but then a special potentially ease demand in some markets of housing. Why it might not work? This isn't what they say. So this is someone actually. Sorry, this is someone else's opinion.
Critiquing.
Yeah, it's opinion. I don't give a fuck about their opinions. So basically, they're going to like 130,000 title order, and then whatever that means, nothing. So ideologies aren't acceptable. The 8 years is an interesting one. It is actually quite.
Well, that's a bit of time to think and do a bit of background checking too. Like we were discussing last week. Have you killed anyone?
Yeah, exactly. Have you? Withdraw from the Australian United Nations. You're not obligated to accept people who might have killed people. You can't
recently.
Say no.
Yeah. And wars in other countries that aren't associated with us.
So they've got a housing thing. So the party proposes a 5-year. This is interesting. 5-year pause on GST for building materials.
Well, that helps builders. They're still got to pay the GST in 5 years, though. Best to have that money handy.
Oh, I don't think it would mean that. I don't think you have to pay it at the end. That seems unfair. Pause. Pause is an interesting word, though.
Pause on collection, maybe, for 5 years.
Yeah, I think they must mean that. Yeah. Reduce migration intake, it's the same thing. The 130. So reduce. So about housing. Housing is immigration.
Critical.
State level, they're going to
lots of people in the streets.
Reduce demand by lowering. It's ban foreign. Oh yeah. So that's actually the state level though, more than less than just state people waffling crap. Lowering GST, that wouldn't be passed on to the buyers. Climate and energy. Here we go. One nation is proposing climate and energy. Repeal net zero targets. Support expanded coal and gas production, reliable energy sources. Promote nuclear development. So the old nugget.
Nuki nugget.
The old Nuki nugget.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting one. So we'll get back to it. Instead of getting so let's look at that. She's voted generally against renewable things. And then finally health. So what are they proposing on health?
Banning red cordial, like RFK.
No, just abortions.
Making more difficult.
Yeah, go pro-life. See, the pro-life stance is that is what they're trying to do. We'll talk about that in a sec. We'll go through these and we'll talk about these. We'll give them some fucking harshness. Introduce increased number of regional doctors. You just increase them. While we're no skilled
What's
people,
the incentive?
more doctors.
Yeah.
Well,
what's the fucking incentive of living in the middle of nowhere? Yep.
We'll introduce 3-year contracts for newly qualified medical professionals and return pay their help HECS in full. So if they get in, you could retrain as a doctor.
I always want to be a ripper doc, so country is probably a good place to start.
You've got all your tech skills already. Now you can add
You're getting that tech inserted.
the med skills. This is perfect timing to become like that biotech you've always wanted. This is an opportunity.
Wait.
This sounded pretty
All
good
I got
for
to do is practice my, cyber tech. Starting with 0. I best be nailing some planks to people's arms,
I mean, that's some interesting things to talk about there. I think.
Yeah.
Like, hang on a second, I'm just downstairs. When I get back,
You're right.
we'll
Do what you need to do.
You want to talk about that shit?
Mm.
It's like, it's this fish and chips lady all about. I mean, she didn't come up with that shit.
No, of course not. These are all talking points, bro. Come on.
Yeah, and I mean, they're pretty banal talking points.
They're bold. They're bold because it's, you know, making all the country people happy that there'll be a doctor out there somewhere. Not have to get fucking, you know, rescue to come out in the helicopter. Hmm?
What, like the
Flying doctors and stuff, you know, transferring. Huh? How are they going? That'd be interesting to know. Maybe she should have put that in there. You know, a bit of flying doctors extra money.
she didn't mention it. There was no. She didn't mention an increase to the flying doctors.
See, if I was a smart future tech person, I'd be saying, where are the drones to go out and collect injured people? Hey? Snip, snap.
Yeah, well. Is there injured people that many though?
Oh, not really.
No.
Only the foolish. Only the foolish. Yeah.
Well,
Or the unexpected.
surely the way that these people think generally is that
Not
you know,
all
if it's-
people go
it's
out there
their fault,
to be eaten by dingoes, but you know, some do.
If it happens to anyone that's not their friend, then that's their responsibility. Unless it's their friend, then we should all pay. If it's their friend, we should all pay. Otherwise,
If nature took care of it, everyone breaks even.
which is we usually hear what this is like. They'll
Here's
be
the bones.
against.
Yeah.
They'll be against Centrelink benefits, against the pension, against all the stuff until they're old, and then they just say, "Oh no, I got that."
No, it's got to happen now. I need it. I got to get me gimme dats.
Yeah.
You know, I've got to wave my finger and say, "Where's the gimme dats?" Yeah.
Constantly about its mere existence. Okay. 130,000 a year.
It's not many.
Well, no. But interestingly enough, it also sort of feeds into, it does feed into sort of like probably what's required going forward towards massive climate situations. As we start to
A serious reduction in
As we start
pop.
to wind-
Pop. Yeah.
as we
'Cause,
start to wind it up.
Yeah. 30 million. That'd be a good cap. 33 million Australians. That'd be a good cap, wouldn't it?
I was thinking more like
To
200,000.
get in, someone's got to die.
Well, the whole thing we've been talking about, not us, but was we were amping up migration,
Yeah.
but to make us not want it.
Yes.
And so her policy,
Angry the population. That's right.
so when the people really
And
need to come in,
aren't the population angry? Are they not angry?
much success.
No.
We've gone from a country which is built from migrants.
Essentially.
retrained ourselves.
Yeah.
We've been retrained to hate ourselves.
Migrants
hate
and
migrants.
convicts, that's it. And probably even convict migrants. Yeah.
And so from that position, we have managed to rotate the entire population to be anti that in maybe like 5 years.
Yeah.
Pretty quick. Impressive.
Well, they call that light speed, mate. Yeah. Get on it. Or,
No one even remembers.
Or, you know,
Even the migrants
someone
hate
be
migrants.
getting on you.
Like, I've noticed that, like, I live with migrants, and none of them want more migrants.
I mean, even back to the fucking early colonists, you know, and the convicts. They're migrants because they
No,
came
they
from
want
another
more.
country anyway. Yeah.
And so interestingly, if you look at the One Nation policies around starting to reduce that now,
Is
Well,
that not just being
That ticks the box. Moving forward.
Yep. Next.
Everyone's going to agree to that. And then the tightening border security. Because as those climate refugees come, we're going to have to shoot them.
Oh.
And we're not going to want them here.
Sink the boats. That should be the next fucking, slogan. Sink the boats. Yeah. Bonus points if you get out there and help them. Sink them.
Because they'll be coming over desperate. And then
floating across on bamboo or whatever it takes. Better watch out. You might get that people chain all the way from Indonesia. Quicker than you think.
It's interesting too, the extremist ideologies. I mean, that's just a marketing that to me in my mind.
Oh, that is, isn't it? That just plays into everyone's fears.
Well, what I like about that though is that it's only extremist ideologies that are incompatible
with the current ideologies.
So I would consider killing people a pretty extreme ideology. But in this case, as long as you want to kill the same people as they do, happy days.
Yeah. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, I think.
Welcome aboard.
But also back to the main thing. So
here's the colour chart. Everything above that, shoot to kill.
That's marketing. I think you kind of remove that, it would be better. Just from a marketing perspective, it's a bit more neutral. But they want to do that. But so capping, tighter.
Yep.
The 8-year waiting period.
More hate. Make sure they know the colours. I mean, they wave the flags around all the time. You know the colours. Everyone knows the flags. Everyone knows the colours. I'll be unhappy, people.
So I think in that, the 130, the tighter security, and removing Australia from the United Nations.
Yeah.
Are all the things of refugee, so we don't have to accept them.
Yep.
It's all
those amazing steps towards localization. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And the extreme ideology, I reckon, is thrown in there from that part, those mobs, those group, and the one about the introduce an 8-year waiting period for migrants to access citizenship and welfare.
Yep.
I think that's actually Pauline's. Because that harkens back. Well, that harkens back to her original statement.
It's punishment. It's punishment.
Well,
yeah. Thanks for throwing me in prison. No money for you for 8 years. Was that how long she was in prison?
Who?
How long was Pauline inside?
When?
Pauline went to prison.
No. Back in her original thing, she was about...
Oh, from the start. The fresh girl from Ipswich.
No, her whole thing was around people come over from other countries as migrants.
Yeah.
And they immediately get access to, like, education benefits and all these other things, that like even and more advanced than Australians do.
Better than what we're offering in repatriation towards our own Indigenous sufferers.
Yeah, just
yeah.
Like if you're an Australian and you don't know how to speak English well, you have some sort of language literacy problem.
Yeah. From the bush, only spoke your particular dialect from your tribe. Yep. It makes it very difficult.
So, in that there,
pigeon English everything.
Pauline is introduced an 8-year waiting period because she wants to make sure that those things are available to Australians, not just anyone who comes around lately.
Yeah.
And then the refused migrant hostile immigrants, blah, 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 hostile ideologies, extreme. That's just like, that's pure marketing bullshit.
That's the new updates, isn't it?
That's just BS.
Well, that's to help with the whole, you know.
Yeah, it's the push the localization and make
push the localization message.
But the three things around those things. I think that's in line with 2030. Like totally. Like housing. Now their housing policy is pretty weak, man, because their housing policy is basically just the migrant policy. It says a 5-year pause on GST for building materials. That's just a whatever.
Yeah. Still going to cost you to make that house. Might be a pause in the GST, but how much the material is going to be when you have to localise?
Yes.
Hey?
So more. Cost you more.
Yeah. Them nails ain't cheap.
And so that's their only real policy there. That's about housing. It's basically taking GST.
See, I would have opened up something like container homes and other dwellings, alternate dwellings accepted until crisis is over, and then, you know, once homes are built, then,
if you've been
ability to transfer into home from temporary dwelling, temporary permanent.
If you've had your temporary housing, where you had the temporary housing,
yeah,
you can claim. It's sort of like a version of
the government, you know, the new government white picket fence, you know, 1,000-mile long neighbourhood.
So, yeah, their housing policy is super weak. Basically, it's just a 5-year pause on GST. So 10% off for people.
Yeah, well, that's nothing. It's like, what's that?
Nothing. Well,
how about some sort of incentive on, you know, building apprenticeships, like bonus? Building apprenticeships and new home. Building new homes get bonus to builder. That would have worked.
Well, that's what it is. It's a 5-year pause in GST, so it is actually
it's really just builder bonus, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a builder bonus.
Yeah.
Essentially. Because they're the only people who would be able to actually gain a benefit.
They're the ones making the saving. Not having to pay the GST. I wonder if that's GST on... It was only materials, wasn't it?
Only materials, yeah.
Yeah, not on your staff and... Yeah. Oh,
no, so when they charge you, they're still charging you GST. You don't... so you're because they've got to have the staff cost and everything, which incurs GST. So yeah, you still pay it.
Yeah.
It's just that they don't.
Yes.
So businesses get a little benefit.
Got to get your kickback.
And I guess what you do there is you time that up so that your mates who build 30% of the houses and 30,000 houses
own
a
those
year,
huge, build a suburb companies. That's it.
Yeah, they build 100,000.
Throw in the fucking, all the tilt panel shit for Woolworths and, you know, Salvation Army and fucking, was it cash converters on the corner?
They'll make them, they'll make them extra 100 million a year. They'll be just like, oh, sweet, 100 million a year, great.
Nice take, hey?
And then it'll turn into 200
It's a good way of pulling back the baby bonus, isn't it? You know, mates looking after mates. That's what Australia's all about, isn't it?
And then, I mean, what's interesting about that though is that if you actually make more money, then then actually costs you a bit more in, because you've now got more money that you have to pay income tax on. Anyway, moving on. Climate and energy. So pretty weak, but interesting. It's business focus. So climate and energy.
Good start. Needs work.
I think businesses could make more money out of that.
I give it a C minus.
Yeah.
Could have done with more work. Yeah. Continue.
No. Well, I think that it helps businesses, but as you say, it doesn't help. It could help businesses more, couldn't it?
Yes, it could. There could be more MOAR going on. That's right. I need that new jet boat.
Okay, One Nation, climate and energy. So the classics. So repeal legislated net zero targets.
Yep.
It's an interesting one. So this is interesting, but support expanded coal and gas
Say
production.
yes to pollution. Yeah.
So This is the.
Well, it's us industry growing. Say yes to pollution means start the factories again.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey? And get the localization kicked in.
Yeah.
Great work. What a message.
Yeah.
Huh? Couldn't have said it better myself.
And the thing about this, I think the thing about the support. Okay. I think the thing about support expanded coal and gas production.
Mm-hmm. You're going to need the energy to get these factories going.
You do.
Right? Yeah. And data centers. Data centers like a lot of water and a lot of...
A lot of energy, a lot of water.
Yes.
You need to keep it. Well, so this is an interesting one because how does this apply to like the 2030? And you sort of look at these things, but from the regionalization perspective, it kind of can.
Gives that just that little bit more local independence.
I know what I think. I think what it shows is this. Is that from a localization perspective, Australia's actual, except for solar's just rolling ahead. But I'm just looking at this. Essentially, to me, I don't see anything about it. I'm trying to get the 2030 angle here, and I'm just seeing.
Well, solar's almost at that point where it can support the normal network. You know, with a little bit extra kick. You'll get it into supporting the normal network.
You will.
And then everything else that you build from then on for the power chewers. Right?
I reckon
that which needeth.
Well, I want to go deeper. And I think that these things, I'm trying to think about how does this play into the 2030 story? And I think this is how it plays. Is that it's a furphy. Is that what you can do is you can use this angle as a country and, you know, like whatever, you just block off the Strait of Hormuz or whatever and you're going to have to react anyway, okay? So it won't be your fault.
Oh, no. Fire up the rigs.
You've got to do it the way we got to do it. And essentially is that the whole abolishing of the net zero and everything, as you say, is starting the factories up. It is going that path. But the path of like actually like a non-environmental and this is short.
Well, what you do is you get it started, and then you throw on the new restrictions. Got to be clean.
Yep.
Got to have this particular regulation.
Scale.
Yes. And then you just lap them on top, like it's just layer and layer and layer on top.
But also, like if you think about Australia, besides in terms of our baseline,
stack going on.
Besides our baseline, like I mean, nuclear. We do actually have uranium resources here. We could actually build that.
Yes.
I've never been pro that.
No, I know, but you know, we're selling this shit to other people, and they seem to be liking it and keeping their countries running pretty fucking damn well without incident. So why can't we?
Yeah.
And if you're worried about it, do the micro versions of them. Do the little ones to start with, and have it away from everything. And if you have trouble, boof, it just, you know.
But yeah, essentially,
clears a bit of land.
It's a funny one.
You know, divide it up. You know. Nice little suburb can go in on there, a little accident.
But that's the only thing
two-headed
really
babies in a couple of generations.
It's a furphy.
Living, loving.
Is around the people who are against that stuff. And so you go down that path and it's not going to pan out that way anyway.
No, of course not. Someone wants to build a data center here, they're going to have to provide their own mini nuclear power station.
Yeah, and I wonder about it even for someone like, say, I'll say for example the begrudging backer of poor old Hancock who has to fucking pay all the money.
Unfortunate name. Gina. I mean, seriously, how teased would you have been at school? You know, Hancock. Hell, man. I understand your pain. I had a very normal name. I didn't get teased at all. I don't understand your pain.
I can't see the advantage for her, for example, for coal and gas or anything like. Functionally, like they're not stupid. Like if you're a rich person, you realize that less resources being burnt out as smoke is more money in your pocket.
Yeah, of course.
So.
Yeah. That's why I've got to learn to optimize. Mate, if you can build a pretty much, full environmentally friendly level coal plant at this moment in time, then that's what you should be building. Nothing more than that. Even if you got, fields next door where you're pumping all the, like they did in the good old days, pump your fucking CO2 back into the ground, into the soil, and plant fucking plants in there, and have dudes in fucking oxygen suits cruising through collecting the giant fucking lettuce and tomato and whatever else that grows from them, being in a full fucking carbon dioxide, permeated bloody self-enclosed fucking dome system.
Just grow like a prehistoric way.
Yeah, that's it.
Massive.
Pressure on. Huge fucking carrots, It'd be like that fucking, what is it? The hard-boiled, going to the supermarket to buy just one giant carrot.
Just last.
That'll feed the family, for the next 6 months.
Yeah, one carrot. That's
Just chopped it up into small chunks. Last forever.
Look at me. Health.
Yes.
So abortion, increasing regional doctors, professionals, and then none of that's very inventive.
Well, that's just basically what the people need, but is it going to ever get delivered? Probably not. In its limited way, yes.
Well, in the Northern Territory, as an example, when I was there, I was actually working with Flinders University. I was the admin person for people who were qualify to become a medical professional and get your full loan paid back if you do the remote regional thing. So this is actually already in the NT.
Yes.
Already happening. Been happening for a while. It focuses on Indigenous doctors out there as well too, because to try
helping
and help
that clan. Yeah.
And we might have had like a cohort in Alice Springs of like 4 or 5 people. And maybe there was a few more in Darwin. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 in Catherine. No, maybe. No, maybe. So let's say in a year's period, there was probably like a cohort of like 10. And that sounds like a very direly small number, but also if you think about it, like across the state, like let's say,
they are sparsely. People think that the bush is like full of Indigenous. No, there's sparse communities.
There are. But to have 100 people doing that, who would teach them?
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
They'd just be like swarms of doctors all through the hospital. How would that even work? Just all standing around, all trying to like give you
waiting for a patient.
Yeah, to have a we're trying to take readings all from the same patients, I guess. Like it would be all just weird, and so there are like I think structural limits to how many you can teach. Yeah, and
what's physically
as
possible.
Additional, especially in this kind of way, and so it sounds like a strong concept. However, I imagine
but deployably,
it might be like 10 a state.
That's
maybe
it. It's not going to
10, 15, 20 people.
Yeah.
You're not just going to get like anyone.
You're going to have to obviously, meet requirements. Obviously,
you're going to have meet some. Exactly. Like so. By definition, that means that it's not just a free for all.
Okay.
Hang on.
Tune to the tumble. Too good. too good.
I'll just check. I'll send him a message. And, I'm going over here. Just checking. Oh, how she? So the hang on, little tumbleweed note.
Have you got the
Hang on.
Is there a line?
I don't want my camera.
Is there two lines?
No. Well, I won't be able to connect it that way, unfortunately. No. But I'll just maybe I can. Actually, it's a FaceTime. Hang on, yes. So she went and actually she sat for all these tattoos today.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so she got like a chest tattoo.
Okay.
And then 2 tattoos on her.
So what do they call them, landing zones?
And then a landing zone. She got, oh, and then, oh wow. And then this like full like kaiju demon girl with like rope tied things like and bleeding sort of stuff all on her shoulder. It was
red tattoos.
Okay.
Red tattoos. It looks good. Like it looks
On
good.
her arms.
Red tattoos.
Can you see it?
No, not quite. Oh, a bit further back, just a little bit. And then this full red back, like on the back of her neck, like behind her ear. It's really good.
Wow, was that a couple of hours?
How many hours was all this?
Like 5.
5 hours. Seems quick. That girl's
There
a
you go.
beast.
Yeah.
Show me your test
Suck it
run
up.
again. The landing zone. Is it where? Oh no.
That's
It's
a
a
goodly
particular kind
amount
of
of
butterfly.
bloodletting. Hey?
Woo. No. your moth. Which one?
Lunar moth.
A lunar moth. Oh, with a lot, of course. Like there's a special thing, and then you can move your breasts, and it makes the butterfly
Yes.
do the special thing. That's pretty cute.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a
That's it. Butterfly catches a
It makes
load.
it fly.
It's a fly.
You bet it does.
That's that for all of them, and you can go back to your podcast now.
I'm proud. That's fucking your weapon. Look at you. Woo.
Hey?
Bye, darling.
See ya.
No numbing cream?
Oh no, I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
I get to ask. Already gone.
Just to endure. Hey?
Happy adventure. I think that the weirdest one in all of this, I think the health one's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And
And as far as deployable, you won't have to
Yeah.
worry because, it's not
There'll be,
possible to
20
overfill
people.
20, 30 people. Yeah, that's it. Tops.
yeah.
Right.
Maybe they'll have in other areas. Maybe it'll be like 40 nurses, 50 nurses. They'll get
And
used up
possibly
quicker.
support staff too,
I mean, it's cheaper to get robots.
Guy that mops up the blood.
I think now, though, given the various things that have happened, that a kind of I don't know. Maybe they argue that that the base thing should be just like the thing that makes electricity should just be these things. Like maybe they're not anti-electricity or batteries. I don't know.
Well, we're
It's a
going to
weird
need
one.
power. Future requires power, so. Yeah, what we need to do is learn to minimize what we use as power systems into little mini griddable things, which can be easily replaced and can't be taken out as a single thing. That's the future.
I think a stronger policy in the way that sort of housing is really just a subset of immigration. So climate and energy, if it then had an industry where it said we're actually going to rebuild Australian industry, and as a result we need more power. So we're going to plug these things into industry hubs that will build out manufacturing capacity.
And when you put in a 2 kilometre square hectare, building for manufacture, that you have the whole roof covered in solar panels,
Well, you would,
as
but
part of the requirement. Yeah.
But I think that's where you'd sort of like link up your sort of gas, like you're wanting to make those reliable energy sources.
But you'd have those solar panels and other things like that, the battery storage and intermediates will be like reserves if there's issues, you know?
You know what I want to say too? It's an interesting, the actual, like this is a bit pretty narrow. This is nuanced. It's quite a high level policy and can mean anything. But it actually says, support expanded coal and gas production as reliable energy sources. So it's like just making it, so it's actually the capturing of those things, the production of coal and gas. It's not, it doesn't actually say make more oil, like
Oil
coal,
or whatever.
coal and gas.
Create more reserves.
Yeah, well, but not, yeah, it doesn't say make furnaces out of them though. Weirdly.
No, why would it?
And also, nuclear energy development also
It
doesn't
doesn't
say,
necessarily mean that you're going to get one or build one,
or
are you?
plants, no.
No, it just means you're going to develop the
Promote.
idea.
Yeah.
I'm developing the idea in my mind right now, and
You
it's
are,
not
look at
costing a
you.
cent.
No,
Yeah,
cheap.
there you go. Huh?
Nicely ambiguous.
Words versus action. Yeah.
None of them really
What
achieve
are the
anything.
words?
Nothing.
Huh? It seems like something.
Well, the net zero.
Because everyone's excited, like Big Kev. Hey. Sleep well? Yeah. Good.
So that was from that site, and then we'll have one more look. So there's out of they've got a comprehensive policies thing, hey. Family tax, waste, free speech, water, jobs, infrastructure,
Cover all
housing,
the bases. That's it.
cost of living,
Yeah.
citizen.
When you put your hand down,
referendum,
it's the entire pack of cards. That's what you got to do.
family, child support, foreign ownership, education, migration, medical cannabis. What's you got to say about that?
Quite a bit, I hope. But I am enjoying the current,
Whole plan.
federal Labor policy on that. It is a nice policy, I've got to say.
Medicinal cannabis continues to act as a natural, proven alternative to chronic pain relief and citizens. One reason remains a forefront of advocacy.
Finally, let's take off the
She wants to make it cheaper.
Schedule 1. That's right, let's take it all completely away from Schedule 1. Put it like Schedule 5. Available.
Here we go.
Pharmacy. Yeah. Bodega. Doesn't kill
Yours
people,
too.
it makes people mellow and happy. Why would you,
Do you want to
Consider
repeal
that
Bondi
to be-
Massacre?
repealing?
Like the gun laws.
Oh, no. I mean, at the moment, look, what do we want? If you repeal the gun laws, you're going to have gunfights. All right. At the moment, you've got knife fights and maybe the occasional criminal gunfight with police or whoever, public. But at the moment, it's just knife and machetes. Okay. We're pretty lucky.
Why has she got a COVID-19 policy?
Don't know. Are we going to get? We're going to get a COVID payment.
Depends.
All those damaged by COVID injections get the COVID payment. That'd be nice. I'm feeling a bit more. I'm feeling a bit retarded after the 2020. 6 years later, I'm feeling a lot more retarded than I normally would be. Do I get a COVID damages long COVID payment?
I'm getting hit by a Cloudflare. Cloudflare thinks I'm like a bot because I'm reading Pauline Hanson's website too quickly.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've been security verification.
You've been banned.
I've been banned.
Special banning.
I think that says more to me than anything. Like, I've just been sitting here looking at a website. I was like, so I went from the one website to her website.
Yep.
I started trying to look across her policies.
That's
I clicked in and out of 4 policies and rapid
and all of a
reset.
sudden,
They're like, blocked.
Bot. You're trying to capture the website. Someone's got their Adobe fucking PDF capture this website going on so they can, prosperity it.
What about this?
Is this part of the Hold People Accountable program? I know there's a lot of special ops going on. I hope this is part of the Hold People Accountable program, like the same with the, let's make some good money OnlyFans hack.
It's just as about as local as you get. Like, okay, if I want to say anything, like, look at this. Sorry, man. Like, one nation will increase its national apprenticeship scheme, whereby first-year apprentices will receive 75% wage subsidy, followed by 50% 25%. This release program data regional 3 weeks. 2019. So they're into
courtesy cough mute.
national apprenticeship scheme. What's this? Citizen initiated referenda. What's this all about? Okay, so this is interesting. One nation will push for the introduction of a citizens initiated referenda enabling Australian citizens to put forward legislation or a referendum question without waiting for politicians to listen or act. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds a bit like I'm the daddy.
Having a say, being the daddy. I know, having a say.
It's a bit of I am the daddy going on. I'm feeling a little bit proud. I've got a slight tear in my right eye.
It's trippy. Like, oof. Hey? Hang on, climate. Let's have a look, climate. The Paris Agreement, whatever, that doesn't mean anything.
Bit late for fish and chips. Do you want me pizza?
She's saying.
I'll get it for you tomorrow.
It's a lot of words.
We'll just order something. All right?
We are the only political party to question climate science. It's interesting. I mean, I don't, but necessarily question that specifically.
People will have their views.
Well, I mean, this is interesting stuff. It was only in 2015 that evidence was found of a connection between the Earth's tilt. So this is some of the stuff on the page, right? That shifts through a 41,000. Yes, it does. So it's
Yeah.
And
So
the movement of a low pressure band of clouds, which severe droughts can be caused by changes in the Earth's tilt. Yes, it can.
It's all about science, bro. I love it.
Yeah, it's funny actually. All the things they mention here are all about science too. It's like the wobbling of the Earth and the axis and warmer and cooler periods. They do
Anger of the gods and
yeah, that's it. Yeah, the things that we don't understand.
I know. Yeah. Sky Daddy angry, everyone unhappy. Sacrifice a virgin in the volcano. Sky Daddy happy, everyone happy.
The thing I think for me about this stuff though, I just don't really get is that it's just like functionally the other options are cheaper and make more money. So I don't really, I always get a bit puzzled at this stuff because it's just like, I don't know why I would want to make more.
All about the profit, mate. Come on. You had an argument with some dude about all about the profit, didn't you?
I did, but well, no, I had an argument with a dude because he wouldn't accept that I didn't give a shit that it made no money.
Yes.
And I wanted to keep talking to him about more interesting stuff.
Yes. And more things related to the topic rather than, can it make $1?
No, it's okay. Wait, wow. Cost of living measures. I'm curious to see what they would think that they could possibly do.
Because there's helping and then there's helping. I mean, studies have already been done, the fact that, over providing healthcare or, benefits to a society doesn't improve it.
No. What's that?
Overabundance of, like aid. Put it that way. Aid's probably the best word.
No.
Yeah. If you overabundantly give aid to a country, you ruin a country.
You do.
Yeah. Because then they don't learn to, do it for themselves.
To manage it properly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got too much aid probably going on.
They become dependent. And that is the true issue. Because there's aiding and then there's aiding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Immigration. Deport 75,000 people.
What you kill for another country, in these particular period, you flew to another country, you kill for another country. Well, maybe you need to just go back to that place with, the people you love so that you don't feel alone.
They don't talk about that.
No. Because obviously if you're fighting for that country, then, you'd want to be there to see, help it through the winning period. Wouldn't you?
How long? What?
Well, you want to be there for the winning period. You don't go somewhere and fight for it and go, I've had enough with the fighting, or my, significant other perished during the fighting. Then, you'd want to be there to see, you want to be there to the end of the fighting, wouldn't you?
You think you'd want to be there to have the victory.
Yes, share in the victory.
Dancing,
dividing up the what is it? What do they call it? The tithings or the pillagings, or what you've claimed back. Saying, hey, I remember when my grandpa, my great grand forefather, who did have a foreskin before they started chopping them off.
That's a long way.
He did a giant turd just there, and I'm pretty sure that's one of our sacred places, the sacred toilet. And stake your claim, and be there for the win. Why would you want to go back to somewhere where they just pay you to do nothing? When you could be in the place where you left to go to get the win. And if you didn't get the win, and someone else moves into your place, well, then you're one of the trophies, aren't you?
Yeah. How
just running away to a country to hide, you're denying somebody else their trophy.
You're a resource.
Yeah, of course. It seems a bit selfish, all right? It seems a bit fucking privileged, if you ask me.
Or you'd stay to just try and defend the last things, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd think.
What did you run away, leave your grandma, people who couldn't
give the baby a grenade, throw the baby with the grenade.
Keep the resistance alive. Weak.
Teach them young. It's important, And what else we got here in policy? I mean, it seems like almost like a rainbow of policy. It's got good spectrum, I got to say that.
Look, the thing I'm going to say
about
that...
It covers all bases.
Yeah, but this shows like a mature party because like a lot of people, even like Greens and other things, like often now just have like...
The plethora. policy.
No, they'll just say one or they'll have like, I don't
The
know,
main
old
talking
people
points.
and
Yeah,
climate and animals or something. You know, like they just like some three things.
We love
like,
trees. That's it.
Yeah.
Kill
It's
the
boring,
koalas.
it's useless.
Yeah, I know.
Useless. But this is a
Bastards keep eating all
comprehensive.
the eucalyptus. So kill the koala.
This is a
Save
national policy.
the eucalyptus.
This is a national policy infrastructure. Like it totally is. But I mean, whether it's good or bad, you know. The pro-life thing's really interesting because people imagine it's about this and that, where it's clearly just about the fact that there's all of this free labor in their minds that's being that people who couldn't think properly.
How many do we lose? How many good workers do we lose every year to this abomination?
We could, just because people made a mistake, didn't think about it, we could have captured that resource.
That's it. The state could have taken those children. They could have trained them to be, factory workers.
And
another resource lost to silly choices.
Short-sighted
choice, selfish, short-sighted choice. That's right.
What that person could have done for the whole of Australia, by just, enslaving themselves for no good reason. Yeah.
Given that unwanted to be a useful resource in the future of Australia's development. It's all about how you sell it, Si. It's me getting that law degree and then working at McDonald's, and then when the first customer comes up, would you like lies with that? Bad habits die hard, don't they? Yeah. Still paying that law degree off at McDonald's. I'll be doing the fries next week.
Oh, nice. There you go, mate. Sort of growing in the skill set.
Upgraded, yeah. I had to kill the fry cook, but
You do.
That's just business, mate. It's nothing personal. Yeah. Garroted him in the back alley. Easy, straight into the dumpster.
Essential. It's the only way to really move forward in a job these days. People just hang on.
Sometimes you've got to make that position available. Is that what they call it?
That's opportunity for development. That's what it means. That's literally what it means.
Opportunity knocks.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. That's it.
On death's door.
Best be answering that door. Straight in the garbage bin.
Yeah. To show that you understand workplace health and safety routines required. You wouldn't want to leave that lying around. That wouldn't be safe. Could cause liability, other hazards.
Well, someone's likely to trip over the body,
Yeah.
There'd be all sorts of questions asked.
Yeah, well, you're not really setting yourself up. If you're going to become the manager after killing
Recycle
them,
responsibly.
you need to have demonstrated that you understand how to put things away.
1-800, I've got a corpse.
Yeah. Unless you demonstrate.
Very cheap
full
rates.
Confidence. Yeah. Essential. I think it's nice that there's those sort of private services that can help facilitate your sort of transition.
Well, it's merely just a transfer service, Nothing really.
No.
Nothing illegal happening in transfer of biodegradables. As long as it's done right, got to bag them right.
You do. Chippity choppity.
Yeah. Well, that's later when it gets back to the factory. Never let good meat go to waste.
No.
That next ham you're looking at in Woolworths could have been your neighbour. Long pig's very, very fashionable. It's cheap.
It's cheap.
This time of year. Yeah,
It is,
cheap as, mate.
Go through there, looking for a special. You might get a thing of whole mince for $5.
Get that good back
steak.
Oh, everyone loves the back fat.
$5.25. Something like that.
Crinkles up nicely. Heaps of salt. Yeah, no lack of resource in that department, that's for sure, eh? Well, that's some great policy, mate. Like, I can, as a, would I call myself a traditional Aussie? I'm not a normie, but I guess I'm an Aussie. Like I said, I can define that. Ate the dirt, drank the water, breathed the air, did the walkabout, as close as you can get. Didn't become a full man, but, willing to take just a partial scarring to, be considered adolescent. You got to lose some skin, haven't you? Huh? I can order you one, yeah. Pizzeria, mamma mia.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know, like, yeah, energy. Yeah, look, it's an interesting situation. Very wide-ranging policies. I think that the stricter, migration
I'm
stuff
surprised in
is probably-
resilience, truthfully. Resilience. She has resilience. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a resilience.
she's captured the Aussie heart, hasn't she? Not as much as a dingo ate my baby, but close enough.
So.
Close enough.
I don't think the baby tango ever really became popular or recovered from that.
It was more culty thing, wasn't it? Yeah, some sacrifices were made
Yeah,
in the name of the brotherhood. Yeah,
but I'd say that the Hansen factor is pretty is a couple orders of magnitude bigger than maybe 3 orders of magnitude bigger. I'd say.
Yep. Definitely captured the minds.
5 orders of magnitude. 6,
Yeah.
7. No. Yeah, I mean, I think that do you
Need
really,
another benchmark. I think we need another benchmark. You know what I mean? Like
Gillard.
Gillard. There we go. Now we've got a benchmark.
Would that be a benchmark?
Yeah.
She was pretty popular.
There's a difference between popularity and, getting the job by default because you fit the right bloody, what was required at the time. Huh?
Gillard was popular before the event.
Oh, I know. She was very popular.
So that, she didn't get, I'm not talking about where she got the position. I'm just talking about
And
her
they both
as a
had that real
politician.
bright hair, mate. You know what I mean? Like that. I think that is the one thing that they both they had going from the brightness.
They do. I think, so I think that's an example to me. And it's not because she would become
2 different
Prime
styles
Minister.
of red. You know what I mean? The red
I think
and the straight.
she was popular.
Versus the curly red.
The curly red.
Yeah.
And lighter.
The ginger. The true ginger.
The ginger.
The ginger. Everybody loves a ginger.
What does he say about free speech? We will push for constitutional protection of free speech, which it doesn't have.
I think we do. Like we're getting to that point now. We've had enough time. I think we need to think about maybe a constitution. I don't think we need to have a revolution about it, but I think we need to at least think about it.
We do have a constitution.
Well, we've got a
We do.
kind of one. Yeah. We need to. It needs to be more ratified, as they say. Written in stone. Taught in schools.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Every child will know the Constitution by 2030.
It's not very interesting. It's not. I don't know.
I know it's not interesting, but you best know it. Eh?
Yeah, you should. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know why. I mean, You're learning about your franchise rights, like that. You're a franchisee. Essentially.
Maybe you should just stick to your business rights. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. Don't get too complicated when it comes to the federal government. Otherwise, you might get a
our constitution.
A little visit.
I think our constitution's interesting enough to read. Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Definitely peruse it. Don't go in depth. Just peruse and maybe stop at things that might, spark your interest, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't realise that if I gave, 2 cows and 1 ostrich to the federal government, that they'd, allow me to be a citizen under a special code, such and such of the, Geneva Convention, buy your way out with, sacrificial animals. I mean, you'd never know unless you read it, would you?
So there's an amended one. In 2013 or the 19000 one? Do you want the current, the as amended?
The original, no. Yeah.
The as amended? No, the original.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Why am I starting in chapter 12? That seems a little...
You jump forward a bit.
Chapter 12.
Perhaps for another episode.
Commonwealth.
Because what did we have in topics to execute other than having a little bit of a chat about the,
but
the
okay, so they have
power.
basically, so they have a structure. So first of all, it starts with the Parliament. And it has the structure, and it starts off like Governor General, salary of them, provisions of them.
He of the fucking little secret box.
And then the next part of the Constitution is the Senate. So the Senate, what it means to be a qualification of them. Okay, that's something interesting.
Qualifications for Senate seat. Yeah.
The qualification of electors of senators shall be in each state that which is prescribed in this Constitution or by the Parliament as the qualification for electors of members of the House of Representatives. But in the choosing of senators, each elector shall vote only once. So the senator...
Because that's a seat that she currently holds. It's the Senate seat.
And then there's the method of that. Times and places of elections. What the Parliament. So if you wanted to determine the times and places for electors of senators, you'd have to change the law in the Senate.
Yep.
I guess failure to choose senators issues a
self-management.
So 3 is the House of Reps. So in here it assigns numbers to each of the states of how many representatives each state has.
Depending on their parishes and yada yada yada.
What it means to be disqualified.
Got a criminal record.
If by the laws of any state, persons
a certain amount of time needs to expire before you can.
That's interesting. If persons of any race are disqualified. Of that race shall not be counted. Alteration of numbers of members, electoral divisions, qualifications of electors, application of state laws, writs for vacancies. And then we have a bit. So then now that you've defined the boss and the 2 houses, then you've got the something that covers both houses. So it's like the rights of those.
The overseers.
So this is the rights this is the things that applies to both. So everyone's then both houses have to have an oath, disqualifications, vacancies, and then the powers. So and then it's like, here's what the Parliament can do. It's a bit of a list, Trade and commerce with other countries.
Yeah.
Taxation, but not to discriminate. But so as not to discriminate between states or parts of states. So that it should be fair amongst all. There shouldn't be like someone gets more money or less money. But maybe you could argue that, like, oh, but we give them $1 per person, so it's not discrimination. That's interesting.
No,
maybe.
everyone gets $1. Yeah.
But yeah, you wouldn't be able to give them like $2.17 in the thing, and then them $1.18 in the thing. That would be discriminatory.
No.
Which I think
Everyone
they do
needs to get $2.50 or nothing.
So that's actually the second rule, and I thought that we breached that rule, don't we? Do we? I don't know.
Someone needs to check. Someone in legals. You know, can we get someone in legal in our team to go and have a look?
But you can't discriminate between states and other states. Well, okay, yeah. Quick. We'll ask an intern. In Australia, are the current federal to state and territory tax distribution.
There will be crinkly noises. I ran out of
dollar value per capita per person. Or
that was a good one. I smelled the
similar
curry.
measure. Or are they different dollar values per measure?
I bet you there's a difference in petrol. I bet you there's a difference in food price.
No, yeah, it's a horizontal fiscal equalization. The goal each state should have capacity of similar government services of access and formula and the means of the dollar special way. So relativity.
Yes.
So they get different amounts. They get different amounts.
So already, Constitution number 2 broken.
Yeah.
Huh?
Bounties on the production of export bounties on the production or export of goods, but so that such bounties shall be uniform throughout the Commonwealth. So they must.
If Western Australia's making a lot more money than Queensland in gas and mineral removal,
they still get the same amount taken from them.
Incorrect.
So they take So the third one's broken.
Yeah. Anyone for a revolution? Is this how the founding fathers thought about this? When they
borrowing money, postal. Postal, telegraphic, telephonic, and other like services. So they're meant to be responsible for the internet and the laws. So they have the power to make laws around the internet and everything.
Thank goodness for the NBN.
Naval and military.
Yeah. Done that.
The several states, they do that. Yeah. Lighthouses, lightships,
a lot of
outsourcing. They do that.
Don't mind.
Love the American drone. Astronomical and meteorological observations. So, so some of the Cirrus bomb meteorology, quarantine. Yep. So, fisheries. Yep. Oh, fisheries is federal.
Yes.
Well, to make laws. Yep. To make laws, not necessarily run all the shit. They can delegate. Probably can delegate.
Lock up the special,
census
no
and
fishy
statistics.
zones.
Yep. Currency, coinage, and legal tender. They do that.
Of course.
So banking other than state banking, also state banking. Oh, so that's where you get the State Bank of New South. That's how the other banks formed, because they were state banks. I see. And then they become their own legal entities.
To go over and take it firmly. Yeah.
It is interesting. Banking other than state banking, also state banking extending. Okay. So it doesn't.
You're talking about money lenders as well, like Cathy's and other pawn shops and shit.
Insurance.
Yeah.
So okay. So here's what they mean. This is better. It's more easily said. Is that insurance other than state insurance, but also state insurance extending beyond the limits of the state. So the federal...
state insurance is enforcing that when you get your driver's license that you get a third-party insurance attached to it, because
weights and measures?
Most people can't afford to have full party insurance.
Weights and measures?
Yep.
Bills and exchange of promissory notes. Bankruptcy and insolvency.
Best be getting a litre of milk.
Yeah.
Or else, you know.
Yeah. Copyright, so bankruptcy, insolvency, copyright, patents, inventions, designs, trademarks, naturalization,
Correct.
and aliens.
Yeah, that's part of innovation. Yeah.
Foreign corporations, trading within the Commonwealth, marriage.
Foreign relations, that's it. Commonwealth marriage,
Divorce,
like that.
parental rights. So divorce, matrimony causes, the parental rights, custody, guardianships, infants.
Yes.
Invalids and old paid pensions.
Taking care of our
Pensions,
elderly.
The service and execution throughout the Commonwealth, civil thing and judgment. Okay, so criminal process.
Maintaining and taking care of criminal process and justice, yep.
Public recognition throughout the this is kind of like a records keeping. The laws, public acts, is sort of a recognition of that throughout the Okay, here we go.
Census, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, data collection.
The people of any race.
Archiving,
other than the Aboriginal race in any state for whom it is deemed necessary to make special laws. And so, okay. No, but hang on. So they can make laws for people against any race except for Aboriginal race in any states.
Correct. And that's the reason why if someone says, I don't like the way that you're, working in my territorial lands of my ancestors, I'm going to build a fire here and I'm going to interrupt your ability to destroy. Yes.
Well, no, okay. So the federal government could make law. So this is interesting. So the federal government could make laws with respect to people of any race, if they deemed it necessary to make special laws about them. So if you're German, they can make a law about you, which they have done. Japanese, and they have done.
You can't be doing the Nazi stuff. You're Japanese. You can't be doing the Nazi stuff.
Special camp, take you to the thing. Because now you're.
So really, we have something in there for if you've been naughty
as a race,
somewhere else,
we can deal
then
with
we
it.
can do things to take care of business. Yeah.
Well, that would be race-based. I mean, you could sort of say if you could make special laws. If you're not from here, you can make a law up about other people. Yeah.
Yes.
But that's probably immigration, probably more so.
Yeah, policy. That's right.
But what's interesting about it is that they cannot make racial laws against
Indigenous.
Yeah. But actually, so it has integrated anti-racism.
Never seceded.
Weirdly
Correct.
against,
Yeah.
I didn't realise that. That's a really interesting line.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's poetic justice to me.
They weren't allowed
when
to
I
make
hear
laws
that, it's like
against
poetic
them.
justice.
How is that? That's in the 1900s. I'm spun out, actually.
And then still got away with all the atrocities. It's worth noting that people's things were being cut off. Let's not forget this. Let's not forget that people had died for in other people's wars for our country. But let's not forget that they had those rights in 1900.
Yeah.
And yet
still
continued to be treated as fauna.
Yeah, fauna. Public policy, backward decision. Immigration. Here's the next. Influx of criminals. There you go. If you have killed people,
already got policy.
Then we could make a policy. We can make laws. We can make a law at the federal level that just says if you've killed people, that's a criminal thing.
Out.
You're not
Out.
Finish. Don't be coming here.
No.
Because that's about the influx.
Don't be bringing the bullshit. Exactly. Already in Constitution. No need to change.
External affairs. Yes, dealing with foreign affairs. The relations of the Commonwealth within. Okay, so this was like we were like the local representative for the Commonwealth For any of the islands in the Pacific.
Yes, yeah. Our neighbouring, surrounding neighbours.
Yeah. The acquisition of property on just terms from any state or person for any purpose. Oh yeah, Valnug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The control of railways with respect to transport and naval, and okay, only for military.
Yes.
They could take control of railway.
Mm.
The acquisition of any railways.
We've got to move, heavy amounts of armour.
Oh no, this was actually literally the acquisition.
Between one place and the other. Yeah, well, during
the
that
railway.
process, yes.
As opposed to the
Fully
control.
operating. Had their own people that could come in and just take over.
Yeah, buy them. Yeah, or something like
yes. Yeah.
I didn't understand.
Railway construction and railway construction and extension in any state with the consent of that state. So this is, we're looking at like a real function of like government to me, which is around you building out the infrastructure that's going to like build the next story that you can't
Create a nation with states fighting against each other. No, need to unify.
Yeah, so railway.
Agenda 2030 in 1900.
Dealing with industrial disputes, extending beyond like more than one state.
Yep.
The matters referred to by the government. Okay, so just a basic sort of like if other things come into law, then they'll be
management, disbursement of law. Yeah.
Exercise concurrent of the parliaments and matters controlling the execution of powers vested in the thing. All right, executive houses. Moving on. So that's an interesting. There you go. That's an interesting selection. That's pretty sort of clear. Feels clear. So interestingly enough, if you're running as a federal party,
yes,
then you should cover each one of those things, shouldn't you? You should
yes,
have
of course.
Because
you should have a policy
for each
to
one
cover
of those
all
things.
those fields.
Yeah, because they are the powers of the parliament. They're the things that you have the right to
have direct effect over.
You can talk about
Through
can't
your
talk about little things
wonderful
like
constitution.
Yeah. They're the things.
Leering, major leering, right, going on right here now, cheaply.
So
No cost
arguably,
whatsoever.
and I hate to say it, based on what is here, we are looking at the current one, but based on the 1900, you can make a law against a people because of a thing.
Yes.
Because they're like, they hate you or something. You can make a law against
Constitutions can always handle amendments.
I don't know what the amendment says. We're looking at the image of the body, just to be clear.
Yeah.
They may have taken racism.
It could have been, some alterations to the fact that, the flora is no longer killable and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So
best not to. Yeah.
And then
It's bad for
executive
the public
government,
image,
So it's like this is a relationship between the what would you call it then? The royal. Got the governor general, the federal government. So this is like the chain of executive, I guess.
That's it.
So the next one is basically the chain of executive. So on this date or day that perform the Governor General after the establishment of the Commonwealth, the following departments of the public service in each state shall be okay. So this was a transfer. So the states actually controlled prior to 1900 posts, the postal service, telegraphs and telephones.
Yeah, they were responsible essentially.
Defense. So state-based military, lighthouses, lightships, beacons and buoys, and quarantine was local.
Yes.
Or state-based.
Yep. Anyone sick turning up into the sick bay for,
So that was transferred to
however
federal
many
control
hours or weeks.
After 1900, those sections.
You got leprosy, off to the leper colony.
I wonder how much negotiation that took. That would have taken a fair bit of negotiation, I imagine.
Oh, of course, man.
That's how. But they were still
I
negotiating.
cleared all fauna out from this area. This place mine.
But in the other way, looks like they were surrendering rail.
Correct.
No, they were picking up rail. No, they were surrendering rail. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. The district. So then there's the legal process there. So then chapter 3 talks about the judicial powers, High Court. High Court has to the thing in these areas. Appeals can't be doing a thing. All matters are
power and the glory, king forever. King always has ultimate authority.
Rights to the people.
That's it.
This person.
You got rights as long as I get me tithings. Thank you.
Thank you. So that's
eat a bag of dicks.
The Parliament may make laws conferring original jurisdiction on the High Court in any matters. Constitution, Parliament laws, Admiralty and maritime jurisdiction. Subject to under related to same subject matter claimed under laws of different states. So okay, if you have subject matter in here that's also in the states, then you can also have a say about that.
And they also had custom fucking control as well. So
chapter 4 is finance and trade.
Whatever came in and out. Gets to cut.
Yeah. So it's the Consolidated Revenue Fund. So they're going to make one Consolidated Revenue Fund. Expenditure thereon. How the money can come out, I guess. Transfer of offices from one person to jobs from one to another. Transfer of property of state, like how to transfer that around.
Beginning of title. That's it.
Commonwealth, exclusive powers.
Handing out the indenturedness.
What's this? Okay. Oh, here we go. You were asking about this.
Huh?
Bounties, actually. Okay, hang on. Hang on.
I love a bounty.
Bounties are good, eh?
Bounties and booties. Really play some bongos with that.
On the imposition. Okay. This is sort of like the starting process. Exceptions to as to bounties. Nothing in this constitution prohibits a state from granting any aid or any bounty to gold or bounty on gold, mining of gold, silver, or other metals, nor from granting with the consent of the House of Parliament export of on any aid or bounty on the production or export of goods. So the states, it looks like prohibits a state from granting any aid on a bounty. Nothing prohibits us. So states can get a bounty on gold, silver, and other metals. And
AKA,
trade.
Oh, look, what is it? The Manila shuffling tax.
Yeah, they can have a tax, but you can't tax trade. That's free amongst the states.
No. They got to be able to, do business. We are one country, or at least we're trying to be one country in the 1900s.
After 5 years from the imposition of uniform duties of custom, the Parliament may provide on such basis as it deems fair for the monthly payment to the several states the surplus of all surplus revenue from the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
There you go.
The cream.
They give
Bit
the
of cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they
Here's
do
some
that
cream
anymore?
back.
Where's that?
Yeah, King happy. Have some cake.
Do you hear about? I don't hear about that. Just that they get just given money. Surplus.
I'm sure that's used for lining their coffers, isn't it? Little bit of cocaine and bimbo's money.
This is 94. Australian Constitution. I'll just ask the intern.
Reaching out. Always willing to help.
Does the federal hand over surplus?
Good state bonus.
No.
Oh, keeping the bonus.
Oh,
I'm feeling my pitchfork it's starting to raise. My pitchfork's raising.
The scam.
I'm feeling like I'm not like getting my constitutional,
yeah, you're right.
I'm not getting my constitutional rights
What's
being,
this? No, not in the way that Section
violated.
94 originally envisaged.
Constitutional violations going on.
Ripped.
Hey? Where my gimme dats? How much surplus? What's our GDP, you motherfuckers? Hey? What be the gravy? Feeling a bit,
and so the key word here is May.
May
Provide.
give it. May provide it. May give it.
Not must. If it had said must, but otherwise may, but they never did.
Or I might not come in your mouth. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No gob pull for you. I'm withdrawing.
In practice, the Commonwealth became gradually much richer than the states.
Surprise, fucking surprise.
And then started controlling them.
I mean, logic, reasoning,
wisdom.
wisdom.
It started controlling them. We'll give you our GST and other things.
They're easy things when you practice.
So you didn't have any respect. You didn't have to do it. Scam.
All you got to do is read.
Scam.
Figure out what you're losing out on. Hey?
And then customs duties.
Riding in the streets. Where my gimme dats? Hey? How much you motherfuckers made? No wonder them entitled Canberrians think that they fucking rule this place. Hey?
It's quite the thing there. Yeah, there's a bit of, okay, then the chapter 5 is about the states. So it sets up a constitution for the states, the Parliament puts the Parliament out to the states. Every law in force in the colony becomes part of the state. There's like a transfer, saving the state laws. Dealing with inconsistency in laws. States may surrender territory to the Commonwealth. We can't deal with it, I guess. Intoxicating. Okay, here we go.
The floor is particularly difficult.
All fermented, distilled, and other intoxicating liquids passing into any state or remaining therein in use, consumption, sale, or storage shall be subject to the laws of the state, as if such liquids have been produced in the state. So it would be as if it had been made in it. States can't make money. A state shall not make coin money. It's quite specific.
From the production of alcohol?
No, separately. States not to coin money. A state shall not coin money, which I guess equals producing notes. I suppose it doesn't just mean coins.
Yeah. They're not allowed to.
Nor make anything, but this is
produce their own Kingsland notes.
Nor make anything but gold and silver coin a legal tender in payment of debts.
Including credit and tap to go.
No, but okay, like in 1900 in Australia,
you couldn't pay tax without paying it in gold. Correct.
But we didn't have
debts to the Commonwealth are paid in gold.
And well,
you couldn't pay it in some transitory note. Back then, you had to give them the thing.
But not all of our currency was made out of gold and silver.
No, I know.
So you couldn't use them?
Most of our currency was made out of the resources that we had at the time, which is an abundance of fucking copper.
Yeah. States can make gold coins and
That's where the old phrase, the penny was worth its weight in copper.
Yeah.
1 penny's worth of copper.
Oh, so it meant they can't. What? What? Okay.
How much is copper worth an ounce now? More than a fucking penny.
Okay, this is interesting. So the first part is really quite straightforward. Yeah, only they can't create money. Yeah, we get that. So they can't declare. Oh, I see. So by when they say nor make anything but, they mean like as in to declare anything but, nor make anything but gold or silver. But still,
correct.
How does a note? I said at the time though, when the Constitution was written, there was a widespread concern about paper money issued by governments, private banknotes,
and
inflation,
moneylenders,
and fiat currencies. Yes. Not backed by precious metals.
Yes.
So there was reasonable concern.
By the shiny rocks, not backed by the shiny rock. Of course
so they were concerned about
because they were worried about fucking
where we live now.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, shenanigans.
Numbers shenanigans.
Which have come to pass.
Yes, correct. And now you pay your taxes in fucking electronic money instead of gold. It's funny that the tax laws actually state that you need to pay it in gold, but they do accept fucking credit from the bank.
Oh, I see. But because the Constitution gave the Commonwealth the power over currency coinage and legal tender, they could also make a law that said that was okay, even though that law was in there. They could have an overriding law.
AKA the First Amendment.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, probably one of many.
Interesting. So the creation of new states, I guess, is chapter 6, and then chapter 7, miscellaneous.
Yes.
Miscellaneous. Always got miscellaneous is always good. Let's have a look.
Because this is how many goats I can, have sex with in 1 year.
So the seat of government, the first one is seat of government.
Marrying a dog is okay.
The seat of government of the Commonwealth shall be determined by the Parliament, and shall be within. Oh, here we go. And shall be within territory which shall have been granted to or acquired by the Commonwealth, and shall be vested in and belong to the Commonwealth.
The Crown's land.
And shall be in the state of New South Wales. And be distant not less than 100 miles from Sydney. Such territory shall consist an area of not less than 100 square miles.
The formation of the capital. Such
portion thereof as shall consist of Crown lands be granted to the Commonwealth without any payment thereof.
Yeah.
The Parliament shall sit at Melbourne.
Overlooking the proles. Highest point overlooking the proles.
The Parliament shall sit at
King's
Melbourne
land.
until it meets at the seat of government. Okay. The power of her, so the formation of, ACT. I think it was still Mary.
No, it was, what's her name back then? Wasn't it? Fuck, who was it? It was, Mary's mum.
Isn't it?
But grandma or whatever,
This is about the appointment of basically the Queen can authorise the Governor General to appoint people.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hang on. Pizza. Uno momento. Can you grab a door?
Miscellaneous. 127.
Yes. I love miscellaneous.
Aborigines
Always my
not to
favourite
be counted in reckoning population.
Space lawyer tells me so.
In reckoning the numbers of the people of the Commonwealth or of a state of any part of the Commonwealth, Aboriginal natives shall not be counted.
Sounds a bit biased.
That's pretty biased, man. Sounds
a bit whitey.
There you go. Miscellaneous. Item 127.
Best check the fucking fine print.
Yeah. Do not be counting. And so it's not saying that they're not people. It's saying
no.
They just shall not.
Don't be including them in the number of Australians.
We know how to not number things.
Left out.
Left out. Yeah. Usually left out meant you were special.
The forget-me-lots. Not the forget-me-nots, the forget-me-lots.
Yeah, true, hey.
Well, it makes it easier. You're like, if you count
Unmeasured.
numbers and then all of a sudden, you know, you clear a field of, you know, 100,000 acres, then, you know, you don't have numbers that you need to say, hey, listen, this many have got to be removed from the number count, do you?
No.
It makes it very easy to clear the flora and the fauna from that general area without any questions. Hey?
Agreed. And then the
Makes
Constitution,
sense, you know.
then there's like
They were
number 8,
barbarians back then, you know.
alteration of the Constitution. So there's a little bit
Or
of thing about-
intellectual barbarians
And then
today.
there's an oath.
Yeah.
I've got an oath. So,
Oh, got to say the
yeah,
V.
ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A, B.
We,
it says,
we.
Okay, we.
In my
we,
case, that's all right. We.
We. We do swear that we will be faithful
Well, we'll try to be.
and bear true
It's modern
allegiance
times.
to Her
what?
Majesty Queen Victoria,
Oh, to Vic.
her heirs, and successors according to law.
I definitely bequeathed
And then
my
different
majesty
writing.
to her feet, Queen's feet. Yep.
And then in writing, it says, so help me God, different writing. It's like it's a small all caps.
Oh, got to be cautious of that. That to me, when I see small all caps, then I'm like sus. That's fjording or fenording.
Yeah, special.
Yeah. That's special
And
fenording going on there.
And the capitalized letters.
That
are
means
bolded.
something completely different.
It does, and specifically,
Yeah.
the capitalized letters are S for so, and then the capital G for God. And they're bolded as well as capitalized. They're not just maybe Queen.
Extra special,
Queen is Queen.
you know.
Yeah, no, Majesty is also bolded.
Satan is God. Yep.
there's
Making it
an
real clear, aren't they? Making it real clear.
There's an
Yeah.
affirmation.
In the Van
affirmation.
Diemen's land.
Yeah,
That's it. Satan is God.
We do solemnly and sincerely affirm and declare that we will be into the thing and the people.
One
and so
nation
forth,
united
according
under
to
the
law.
rainbow serpent. That's right.
Well, actually, you know what? You don't in the affirmation, and even in the oath, you don't actually declare allegiance to the Constitution.
Oh, good. That's a nice little outing. You know, that's almost like not getting baptized.
Yeah, so like actually,
You know,
but the oath
eh?
is to,
They got a non-baptizing
Constitution.
option available. You
And
know,
the way
in a
you-
slippery constitutional sliming, you know, underneath
yeah,
it.
the way you sort of
Yeah.
swear yourself in for it is to not.
I obey. I swear to obey the Queen's feet.
Yeah. So
Yeah. But
not
the rest of it,
Constitution.
you know.
Yeah, no.
Whatever comes out of the mouth hole.
This is all just
Don't
what
care.
else.
What are the feet doing?
Yeah, what else?
Yeah, what are the feet doing?
I don't know. Not
Eh,
much.
dancing on my cock.
Wrong times. Poor old thing, eh? Hope
Hey, I
not.
tell you, they knew how to really make some law back then, didn't they? They did. Inspiring. It's inspiring to look into this.
And
I almost feel justified.
it's a readable document
Yeah.
too. Like it's not that. It's like it's
No,
like,
it's not made for, people that, don't really know much.
No, you can read through and it kind of makes sense of the business.
You can be a bit regarded when it comes to it,
You could. Well,
Yeah,
not a little. Enough. Some.
Little, yeah,
some.
partially.
I wouldn't want to be too.
Never go full regard, Life is way too happy. Yeah, simplified.
Yeah. Okay. And here's the Constitution. It's divided as follows: the Parliament, Part 1, General, Senate, Rep, thing.
Redefinition,
Powers,
that's it.
executive, the judiciary, the financial,
Solidifying the
states, new
definition
states,
of the,
policy, yes,
who is the
alteration.
thing that is the thing. Yep.
That's the Constitution of Australia. And then the schedule.
I'm the boss. If I want a piece of land, it's mine at any time. Yeah.
And, you know,
This is where I'm going to place all the entitles that think they're better than everyone else in this great land. Okay? Yeah. Because they are. They are superior to everyone else.
It's interesting. Like, I wonder if you could do something like use maybe like a... You could say, for example, feed in each chain. Like, let's say you did the judiciary. All right?
Yes. Yeah.
Chapter 3. And then you look at from...
This is why AI is so dangerous.
Is that you look at, say, judiciary, and you look at chapter 3, and you go, okay, so here are the things in chapter 3. So that means that any law in Australia, functionally...
Concerning or regarding
the judiciary,
the offshoot and the, you know,
has to be an offshoot.
Upside down tree and branches that come off that,
have to have a root in one of them.
In the core principle or the core policy.
You have to be able to look in number 3 and go,
the core constitutional policy. Now,
down here, which is the powers, the thing, and the stuff. So here we go. Chapter 3 got the judiciary. So from items 71 through to 80, so there's only 9 things.
Yeah.
So
not much.
9 things. Every law regarding the judiciary of Australia must come from those 9 things.
Correct. 9-bladed sword. 9.
So you could use an AI, I think, to like make this really easy to see tree that shows you which of the 9 principles. That these basic things, and it's got scrap all the other bullshit, and it just says that they must do this and this.
No.
And that and that.
Follow the guideline.
Yeah, this and
that.
That
was the original premise. That's it. Are we changing the premise? No. Follow the premise.
That's the premise. And what you could do maybe is make a really easy guide for people who are going into courtroom scenarios or environments where they are able to argue to the root of the law.
Yes.
And its intent.
And the great thing about that is that every court you go to will go, I don't have the authority to do this, and escalate until you ended up at the High Court, and then the High Court could actually make a decision based constitutionally on what you're requesting.
Yeah. Because all laws must derive from this document.
From the Constitution.
So you can make up some super simple little handy guide that I think that would like link you through for depending on what it was all each section. Make it nice and simple.
Customised to each bloody, you know, arm and branch. Yeah.
It'd be a fun little project, really.
Well, the best thing is that all we need to do is come up with the idea. You and I have both worked this out.
I know. Yeah.
All we need to do is come up with the idea. Rule 34, someone will do it.
So here's the qualification of an elector. Is that the qualification of an elector? States. In here, I couldn't remember. It didn't show where. Well, maybe I just missed it. But where in the Constitution it talks about basically your franchise rights as a human, as a person.
A representative, yep.
No, not within this, but like within the Constitution of Australia, it kind of references I thought it had a section which references the actual people as part of well, not the people themselves, but like it was part of basically that you have a franchise to vote. Like nothing's fancy. It doesn't give us much. We don't get much.
No. Well, it gives you the you're having an input. I'm driving. Here's your little pretend steering wheel that you can pretend that you're driving next to the driver. It's your baby steering wheel.
Oh, actually, it will be in the Federal Electoral Act where I'm thinking of, not in the but it would refer to this once again, where it talks about the qualification of electors. And then that gets fed off into that and spun out into an entire thing.
Yeah. No, that's a separate cheap.
Oh, well, but so what's interesting, I think, there is like you could make something which wasn't really about refinement training, but was about like a
step-by-step guide of how to, constitutionally uphold your rights. Yeah. And be able to argue and fight constitutionally for rights that are supposedly offered by the federal government.
Because arguably what you only need to do as well is look at the level above the court you're in.
Yes.
So if you had a little thing with the grid of like responsibilities of like
this is the whole trap, right? Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute because I'm gonna cough hard.
Where you could like just hang out above and just keep like nipping just above and then whip out the next stage of above. But I think like
the only difference is to do that, to escalate, you better have a backer.
Oh, well.
Because every time you raise it higher in a court, so goes the process and the price for representation.
So can I tell you how you go about the skipping of that? The hack to that?
Yeah, here we go.
Which is very wise, Em. Very wise what you're saying. Right? So the hack around that is you make them take it to the higher one. Because you make their law break on them.
Yes.
And they don't like
they
that.
They need to
protect.
Have representation.
Yeah, they have to
maintain their constitutional law.
So they make it, they jump it up one. Yeah. So you prove to them that they're in breach. An example of that would be where you're doing no wrong in an electoral thing, but then say, for an example, electoral officer hits you.
I know a personal friend that went through something very similar where that needed to be escalated to, be resolved. Well, none of the above, which would have been we came to as a simple as fucking solution, is none of the above.
Yeah, it is the simplest way to describe it.
Yeah.
But in conversation with the Australian Electoral Commission in that and the Queensland Electoral Commission was that this is the thing which when they said it to me, they were like, oh, but you can do this, but we would never push it up through the courts. So how are you going to make that happen? And I said,
they're putting the onus back onto you. Yeah.
And I said, well, what if this happened? And they just were like, boof. Yeah. And I said, well, then
broken constitution.
You would push it up, and I was like, wouldn't you? You'd have to defend them, wouldn't you?
I got a problem.
And they were just like, oh. I said, that's the thing. So what the trick is you figure out the law, and then in a hacker way, you actually make the law break on you. That's the key, right? It's not that you hopefully you're copying. So that
precedence maker. Yeah.
Yeah, you make the law break on you. You don't break the law.
Because precedence is the thing that institutes escalation.
Yeah.
This is above my pay grade. I don't know how to resolve this. Yeah. This is above my pay grade. We need to fucking send this to the next level.
What you need at that point in time, when the goons are coming in, to get the erections over with the stick and the hitting.
Yeah. They love that stuff. I mean...
Because they don't know anything about what's going on.
All those poor people in the polling booth need to do is point. That's the offender, and then
Right.
insure the sticks.
So you need to have a piece of thing there which makes them nervous and uncertain. That has to make them a goon uncertain.
Oh, yeah, like the violation of federal right under such subsection, blah, 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 blah.
I don't want you to have any problem.
Removal of a person wanting to vote from a...
I'm not here to cause a problem, Bruss. Can you just bring the superior officer? I'd really prefer to talk to them because I don't want to have a fucking situation because we're talking about this instead.
Where I have to sue a local enforcement officer for breaking federal law. That's it, from preventing me to...
from my constitutional right.
My constitutional right, exactly.
I'm not trying to be a dickhead. Let's not have a problem.
No.
Yeah.
This is a federal issue.
Mate,
this is not a state issue. And you are a state employee, and this is not your fucking problem. Get the feds here immediately.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do. You have to be that forceful and say, no, this is not your You are a state officer and you're paid by this state. This is a federal issue and you need to get a federal officer here immediately.
And these people, in your point of the Electoral Commission, are currently breaching my rights.
Correct.
But I don't want you harming them.
No.
Because they haven't got any choice.
They've got no choice.
They're being forced by the legislation. And especially the better part, and even what you can do, what you want to actually even more successfully, right? And this is really the key of making the law break on you. Is the key. Is you want to make
it's the only way to get escalation. Isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it is, but you have to. How do I describe it? You have to find.
Well, you've got to do it in an honourable way.
Definitely. You definitely have to do it in an honourable way.
Yeah, you couldn't be like me and just swearing and cursing and raising your voice. No. You'd need to enforce to someone who wants to beat you with a stick that, listen, I'm not trying to belittle you from wanting to beat people with sticks. There's probably other people out there tonight that really deserve for you to get an erection and take your anger out on those motherfuckers. They would really deserve this. But what I need is a peaceful and calm transfer to the federal authority. The ones who really know how to beat with a stick and, fuck me in the ass with tax fucking whatevers if they desire.
So you can, watch.
So you can go off or you can stay here and watch them beat me and you can both jerk off together.
Circle it. Nice.
Yeah, that's it. Hey? And everyone wins.
Yeah. So let's do that.
Doesn't that sound more of sharing the enjoyment of someone else's suffering?
It does. See, the thing is, I think the good example was, say, in that electoral scenario was, so the key point in the Queensland Electoral Act, the Queensland Electoral Act for a state election is that it is more illegal to put an invalid ballot in the ballot box.
Dick and balls, donkey cock,
than to not put it in.
Yes.
So you actually are breaking the law worse by putting it in. If you haven't marked it or you've put a dick and balls or whatever you did.
Whatever your donkey vote
so
is.
So you need to notify somebody because you don't want to break the law. Right? So this is what I mean, the law breaks around you. So you're walking peacefully ahead to complete the task and then you're like, but I can't put it in there.
Does the law, like when we went through this, I'm pretty sure the law, it tells you have to mark it, doesn't it?
However,
yes,
and this is very important. You
could you just put no on the paper and
that's
is that invalid?
Vote. No, because it makes an informal vote, and an informal vote doesn't have effect to cast a vote. But you have to make a vote, right? So it's mandatory, right? So you can't make a thing that isn't a vote. So you've just made a not vote. And
is donkey voting, like when they say you got to put a number in there, could you just draw an X in every box?
No, like anything you do, so what actually then happens is you've like got a damaged ballot paper. You need to hand that back to them, and they would give you a new one.
Because you put it in wrong.
You made a mistake, yeah.
You made a mistake, yeah.
So you'd have to give it back to them, and they'd give you.
So you're going to chew the ballot of someone else by requesting a new one.
Infinite papers, man. But then they put. Well, that's an interesting thing. But then they put that in a thing and they seal it because it's a damaged vote ballot, and they put that aside in a special envelope.
This one has got a giant horse cock drawn on it. With these big ass balls with hair everywhere.
So if you want to have fun,
and if you're from the country, you're definitely going to get a little bit hot over this picture.
Stuff, people. But you could put that on there, and I mean they could be offended, and that's up to the offensive mill if you want to be offended. But you could take that up there and say, "I'm sorry, I was given this." And
I thought it was some sort of connect the dots where you draw a giant horse cock because it's so long. The ballot paper that I had to put in was so long. I felt it was appropriate that it needed a horse cock from one end to the other and a big pair of balls down the end here.
Yeah, since that's for comedy value.
It seemed like that's what the join the dots was telling me.
Since the main goal there is to lighten the day for the polling booth officer, right?
I'm sure there would be much laughing and much amusement.
So I think at the point when you're handing it to them,
that would be way better than just being a grumpy, I can't find anyone here to vote. Where's the, none of the above.
I think what you want to do
could have made it real easy. I just put a one in there, none of the above.
No,
click, clack. Yeah.
No, then that's not a vote. You can't.
No, but I'm just saying. But as a recording method from informal vote without breaking constitutional fucking law.
Oh, well, you're not allowed to put it in the box.
Or state law.
So go back.
Depending on which you're voting for.
The thing is that because back to your question is, in the process of marking the ballot paper in Queensland electoral, right?
Yeah.
Is that you first mark your first preference.
Correct.
Right? Mm-hmm. And then after you mark your first preference, then as according to the blah, 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 because it could be different for different situations, you then
mark all. If you mark a second,
that depends.
Mark all.
So I'm not going to...
otherwise, just choose your major preference. That's it. Put the one in the box.
So whatever the following instructions are, because that depends on different circumstances. But the first line, which is important, because you can't get to the other part.
That's it.
No. So the first part is that you mark your first preference. Right?
In pen's best because you can't rub it out.
Whatever, but the main thing is it says your first preference. And then the next thing is then after you've marked your first preference, you then may continue on depending on the vote, what type of vote it is, in other manners. So the key here is that you can't mark the ballot paper by law unless your first preference is on the ballot.
So if you look down the list and everyone's like 99th preference and they're not the first preference.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't vote for them if hell freezed over and, Jesus came back from the dead and had a baby.
Yeah, you can't mark it.
Yeah, you wouldn't vote for any of those fuckers unless those circumstances were met.
Yeah. And the language is specific.
That'll make it real difficult, Si.
So you've got to say, essentially, and this is a very key language, you can't say, I'm going to dick and balls, or I'm not voting,
I'm
or
offended. I just wish to draw a giant donkey cock on this vote because that's how I feel.
This is very hard. It's got to say, unfortunately, my first preference is not on this ballot paper. I'm unable to mark it, therefore I'm unable to complete the process of voting.
True.
I'm stuck.
Yes.
And the point, I'm stuck.
Endless loop, Sisyphean loop, where
I cannot leave the
there is
station.
no one selectable, so therefore I can't complete the task.
Yeah. And therefore I can't leave. Well, therefore I can't put it in the box, and therefore I can't leave.
Because otherwise I'm going to be breaking the constitutional law.
Yeah. And if you can't leave...
In the voting process.
Then you can't count the ballots. And if you can't count the ballots, then it just holds that, whatever the... house, whatever.
You can see why there's so many secretive dick and balls, and
Now-
here's, me putting a giant cock into a vagina on those ballot papers.
Now, it is
And
important.
then just quickly tucking them in there and just, you had your little vote, you came into you got all secret squirrel and, your little cardboard fucking separators between each other. You managed to get that big ass dick and balls on that vote paper.
Yep. So
And managed to stealth out, undetected as a true donkey voter.
and then just did nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Broke
which
the
did
law.
nothing.
Well,
Added
actually,
nothing other than your compliance to, being there and ticked off the fucking list so you don't get $120 fucking fine because you didn't vote because it's compulsory.
yeah, which is interesting because the Electoral Act talks about not coercing a voter to vote in any particular way. Right, so if you're under legal threat,
Is there, in the Electoral Act, is there some sort of fucking condition we can say, look, my special religion with the 4,000 space virgins and the spaceship and the
not
afterlife
so much, no.
doesn't allow me to fucking vote in this because I only vote number one for God.
Yeah, that's a lot. Maybe you could go through a religious part, but it'd be very lots of work. Too much. More,
I know.
no,
It sounds like too much paperwork for its worth.
It's
Yeah,
actually a lot of work. Right?
Best to have fucking space lawyers if you're going to do it, right?
If not voting is really, it's actually quite difficult. But there are reasons to not be able to vote. But
Because
you
I know
need to-
JW's had this special form that you could fill out. And
So
it abstains you from voting from, their
they do.
particular religious reasons. And
Yeah,
please
but
contact
it's a
the
lot of
JW
effort.
lawyers for the, complete explanation and the, happy to go to jail if necessary kind of bullshit.
Look, I don't advocate for not voting. I'm actually that everyone should be voting on every fucking issue.
I think so.
Well,
mate,
I'm
you and
for
I
representative
both.
democracy.
We're ready for DG democracy. That's right.
Totally. Hey, I think
Fuck the rest of that shit.
The thing
Kick
is with
those
these
fuckers out of their
situations-
jobs and give it to a computer.
With the different kind of
Overpaid motherfucking useful
electoral
nothing,
acts, of
good
either
for
whether
nothings.
That's a local electoral act
No?
or your state electoral act for state ones, or your federal, and where you're operating with those laws, that the rules are slightly different. They're not the same, and I've operated in the Queensland environment, the NT environment, and the federal environment within those states, and New South Wales, but I haven't done anything interesting in New South Wales this time.
You had multi-state experience, which is excellent.
Well, I haven't interacted with the law in New South Wales, right?
Yeah, well, that's it. Each state has their own,
well, it depends whether once
individual
again.
ass fucking procedures.
Yeah, well, how angry they are, I guess,
True.
and successful at being angry.
Hostile towards either the flora or the fauna or the, incomers.
But I know this. So when I was talking about there around the state one, where the main thing is that you're not allowed to. One is you're not allowed to fold it. You can't put a false ballot paper in a ballot box. So that's a worse crime
Has to be
than
marked correctly. Yeah.
not putting it in. All right. So you're actually going to stop yourself from breaking a worse law. However, there are other issues in
We
being.
do not accept dick on balls on paper. Yeah.
But in the federal one, right, it's also around your first preference, okay?
Yep.
So that's okay. You can still follow the first preference story because they're not on the paper. However, the main criteria there, right, is not around folding it, though that is something. But the key advantage in a federal is that you're allowed to be there as long as you're in the process of voting.
Yes. So there's no time limit.
No time limit. Where in the Queensland one there is, which is basically that you can't be holding.
When the voting booth closes, you can't be in there, which is
so then you enter this thing where ultimately they can take you out because you've broken that law.
because you're trespassing.
Yeah. So they can make you leave, but then you don't really, and it's a bit of and so you've kind of then, that's why on the state level you've got to cause a bit more ruckus.
That's what, in the Queensland voting system, if you're having issues, you've got to keep crying out that you want to vote, during the entire arresting process, so they know that because it's all recorded on camera. They got fucking police cams now. They know the entire time you did want to vote, but there was no one there worthy of your selection.
No. Be very specific. So in any of these scenarios, you need to use the language of the law.
Okay.
So you literally have to say I'm
get your Black's dictionary out because,
Yeah.
Glad I got a space lawyer. Yeah.
I'm unable to mark my first preference. My first preference isn't on here. Like my first preference is unavailable.
Maybe I need to move to a different state.
Which one of them? And see, the point is, at any point where they try and make you
coercion, they call it. Just call it coercion, mate.
Mark it but in the particular part of that is coercion to market it in a particular way.
Yes. You better put it in that Labor square. They're the ones that are going to pay me to kick your fucking ass once I get you out of this place.
Yeah, and you're literally going to turn around. You are literally breaking the law.
Yes.
But which is very hard. That's very hard because they're very against you telling them about the law. I know. Getting all I'm a lawyer and sovereign citizen. That's why you go. Well,
you're probably going to get shot if you start pulling that shit.
Yeah.
All right.
So
there you go.
I think that it is effective, and I think it's a really interesting model to in terms of a hack. I think I don't know if I like it more than if what you want to be able to do with that model. And this is a trick, right? Okay, so this is me. As you said, you can't be fucking around, right? So if you're going to go in and do something like this, then what you're doing is it has to be genuine. You're not be like, oh, that sounds like fun. You have to genuinely have, for example, have contacted each of the candidates with a letter, with things that matter to you.
Okay. Now listen, here we go. I'm going to put this premise out there.
Yeah.
Can you use another language's numbering system to mark the paper?
No.
You can't. Okay. It has to be English 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever.
It doesn't say that, but it actually uses the figures. So I think the fact is that it uses the figures. It doesn't say.
It shows you the example.
Yeah.
Best not. Well,
it's quite direct.
Can you go back to the person issuing the ticket?
You're just trying to not vote.
No. I'm trying to come up with a solution where, if I don't like anyone in there, right? Can I make it completely random? If I'm going to make this selection and there's no one I can vote for, can I make it random in another language so I don't know who I'm voting for?
Oh, well, you get an interpreter.
Yeah.
They'd get you an interpreter. So they'd solve that. You solved that.
Okay.
No, so the path that really is, so the thing about having the law break around you.
Is getting that upgrade to the next.
No, it's just being, it's being targeted. So you can't.
Best take the bear pepper spray straight to the face.
Well, you've got to do the right thing. Because to make the law break around you, you can't kind of get it a little bit to the left.
You've got to let them hit you a couple of times with a truncheon.
No, you don't even need a truncheon. No, it's the piece of the legislation that you're No, it's the legislation itself. Literally the words that you're traveling through on the printed page of the legislation that you're walking through.
Follow to the letter.
To the step, right? And then the word, the semicolon or whatever, just blocks you from moving forward.
Yeah.
And there's no option. You're just like, I really want to leave today. I'm not allowed. How can I get out of here?
It's asking me to make a selection, but I can't find someone to select.
It doesn't work.
I'm in a catch-22 situation.
I'm busted. It's busted.
Deary me. I am busted. I cannot make a selection. What am I to do? Is there a possible solution to this issue that I'm in, which feels like a catch-22 situation?
There is called
because
none
I
of the
want
above,
to.
but you cannot at any point say that because it's not real.
No, because it hasn't been included yet.
Yeah. So as soon as you say it, you moved outside the law.
You've got to keep within the precedents. Yeah.
But your preference
No one's
is not there,
selectable.
Unfortunately.
I mean,
my first preference is,
I'm not a person to be influenced by another
paper.
person or coerced into making a decision. So, and I think you got to drop those lines.
What's that?
I'm not willing to be coerced into making a decision when these people are not something I can select.
Yeah,
None of these selections are nothing I can select.
It's even, but
I'm not trying to be difficult. Can we have a selection? Is there a possibility for someone to slip another selection in there that I might be approving to?
All of that stuff in the moment is hard to remember, and we don't really. And so I must use your example here to prove the point of being on message.
I'm happy to be used as an example,
To use, and so if you ever
I was always a kid that when they said don't cross that line, I was the one putting the toe on the other side going, well, what's going to happen?
All of the things that you
my
think
toe's
of,
there. Is there
everything, in fact, before you go, in fact, this is great practice because if you want to do this, what you need to do prior to going is think of all of the things like that the M is thinking of.
Yes.
Right? And so you've got that all out of your system, so you don't have to do any of them, and you can stay completely on
the
script.
Script. That's it.
My first preference is on the ballot paper.
Do all the prior imaginings prior to the actual incident.
Yeah,
have
card.
the script.
Yeah,
run
so
the script.
Here's the card.
Hand the card.
Here right now.
Read the script.
Yeah.
Right to remain silent.
Yeah. And and I mean, you can be lighthearted, but beyond that, that is literally just conversational, and generally that's not a grunt. That might be like a sergeant.
Yeah. Well, that just might stop you from getting a beating.
Yeah, and
being a bit of the clown. Not too much of a clown where they feel resentment, but just be a bit of a clown about how the situation ended up this way, and you wish there was a resolution.
You're fucking a federal. No, with the first wave, who are the thug, right? The thug cop, the guy that gets the erection, right? Not the guy who stands back and enjoys it.
Just wants you to be a problem because you know.
Right? So they know that you are currently interfering with a federal process. And they know that they have complete justification to beat the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, of course.
And you have no real and to their mind, you have no reason to be otherwise. So you should just be in and out.
Be subservient or learn the special lesson. Yeah.
Right? So there's not really any reason in their mind why they should be there.
We don't care if your selection's not on there. Do what you're told, fill in the form.
So those people you can't really be funny with. They can't really get it. You've got to
They're non-negotiable.
With something bigger, legislatively, somehow, fast and informationally. And then like I said, that beginning bit, but functionally.
Please don't beat me.
Just before you beat me.
Here is the law. Here is the actual law.
Three of you stay here in case I'm a threat.
The thug 3 levels up from you will get what this card means. He will be able to read it, and he'll be able to call his mate in that place that needs to be involved right now. Yeah. You can do a little bit of beating, but when the other guys come up, they're gonna want it. They'll let you watch. They're very cool with you watching while they dispense justice.
And those more senior guys, they'll come out and then you can have a joke or a like you can talk about the reality of the situation. I'd like that too.
It would be so much easier if there was. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And they'd be all agreeing. They'd be going, "Fuck, man! The amount of times we've been dragged out for this crap because no one wanted to break the law, but all they needed was that little line on the bottom there. Shit, someone should fucking talk to the."
I think about that. No wonder now, about the value of that. Unless you're doing a large scale. So the trick about this stuff is that one of the things in a polling booth is you can't be in there to make a protest. So you can't be like making a big yelling match. Don't vote, they're all fuckwits. There's nothing, you can't say anything.
No.
Quiet, peaceful.
That's coercing other voters.
You can't do that.
Isn't it?
You're not allowed, right? So
You do that in your own time on the street corner,
Really engage
somewhere
the
the thugs
people.
can, beat you,
We're not here to have
real
a problem.
good.
This is a process, No, it's all about everyone here. It's above their pay grade. Let's just work together as a team.
Yeah.
To solve the problem that can't be solved. Right. At the end, like literally, I'd be like telling the polling booth, the outcome here will be like, it's going to get weird. So it's all good.
People get a bit of testy when their constitution is in, under the microscope.
If you could do that at scale, if you could do that at like 100 booths.
Have several. So there's what do they call it?
But it's hard.
It's not a civil action. It's more
it's an interesting one.
Constitutional query, wouldn't it be?
Look,
constitutional query or change of policy and constitutional.
You would want to try very hard somehow to genuinely
reevaluation of constitutional law.
To genuinely do this.
Yeah.
To actually stand there and look at a police officer who's trying to break your fingers to tear your piece of paper off you to stuff it so you're not allowed to vote. Basically, I've had my constitutional right to vote.
Invalidating your constitutional right. Yeah.
So you get to kind of break through part of that management of that is to be, like you were saying before, you have to be there very honestly. And so
saying, look, I'm not interested in breaking laws here, okay? And I'm not interested in getting a beating from the local thugs.
Beyond the words of
the
real root of your belief in this is, to me, for myself, is that I need to be able to look where I'm living right now at the representatives and be able to
I have to move out of this area to another parish or,
Wow. Well,
to actually find someone who actually gives, the similar, allows me to feel satisfied that I can put a 1 in there.
Maybe if you need that. But if you do have anyone in there who you could mark, then you should not do that in your area because you're lying. You'll get busted.
Yeah. Someone who's close to your values is,
You'll get clubbed.
Able to be marked.
Because I think that when you're looking at a police officer and they just realise you're being a Karen, you know what I mean? They'll fucking club you.
Karens get extra beatings.
Yeah, so you can't actually be doing that. This is the real deal. And in my
they're
personal,
quite happy to,
personally,
put the stick to the Karen.
You need to have.
I've always seen that. Like when the ones that argue the hardest are the ones getting the best treatment. Yeah.
Is the ones and when you want to let
the real hard-on treatment,
and to be able to literally demonstrate that you contacted all of the candidates, and they did not answer your questions to your satisfaction.
Not even remotely close to the values that you uphold.
They're none of. It's just not. There's not. It's just not. Not being vexatious. It's all good.
Maybe you need to register as a no one above party. Like you've done all your research.
It's fine.
You've gone out there. You've said there is nobody here that has my policy or value fucking judgments. I'm going to create my own none of the above party because none of the above have my policies.
I think that none of the above, would be a fantastic umbrella.
And these are the policies that are missing from every other constitutional person in this state, or the parish that I can vote for. These are the things that I am interested in, not what they're trying to push.
The whole thing of the none of the above for me would be digital democracy. I would make an umbrella brand, which was none of the above, which was meant, fucking stand up and be the daddy then.
Yep.
Well, I don't need it. None of them.
No. These are my daddy requests. These are my daddy requests.
Well, no.
Are they something that you would think? No. I believe in such and such, or I believe in such and such.
No.
I've always voted this way. No, hang on.
Well, that's not digital democracy.
None of the above covers all these other issues that
digital
none of these other guys do.
You live in Kingsland, wherever, whichever major electorate. Ryan.
And even if none of the above ended up being like something that was submitted.
Oh yeah, so there are a few
to the federal,
there are a few options like
constitutional reevaluators or whoever, and they go, look, we're getting a lot of none of the above for people that are sick of fracking.
Oh, that's so nuanced that is, but none of the above would be none of the above. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to,
non-selectable.
If you wanted to, you could have
no option that was suitable or available to represent.
Australia could things you can do. As a government and stuff to try and make this valid and not be cunt about it and let people actually have a say. You could do something where, for example, you gave weight to people who did a donkey vote. So you can draw a dick and balls and it means something.
Yeah, it just means no confidence.
Yeah, basically.
Or essentially none of the above.
None of the above. Just means none of the above. So any of the things means none of the above, right?
Yeah. Well, you could get artistic and you don't have to draw dick and balls. I mean, you don't want to be offensive. I mean, I'd happy to be just drawing a whole stack of unhappy faces on there.
Yeah, so without getting into the nuances of what that might be, you could do a thing where you validate that. And now you can look across electorates in Australia and look across electoral data, if you wish, as a listener yourself, and pretty quickly realise that in a lot of electorates,
there's a lot of
win.
Discontent.
Yeah, a lot actually would win. Not
discontent,
in the big ones, not where probably
I think it's just a true measure of discontent. Really if someone's willing to draw a dick and balls, and that's major discontent. If they're drawing unhappy faces, then it's still discontent.
And also at the moment, what is counted in that is what's called swing voting and a whole range of other things where people just vote for the person they know is going to lose and all that kind of shit. So throwing a vote, swing voting,
independent. Yeah, that's it. Super swing,
punishing them. All this kind of weird shit that goes down, which isn't real. So the other party gets
which
in
is
just because of a
essentially
protest.
Look, if you want me to get realistic about the Hanson uprising, it is dick and balls vote.
Yeah, I mean, sure, I get that. It is. Sort of. Yeah, they don't get that it is, but it is. Yeah, sure, it is, but it's misdirected. That's what I mean. Actually, it is actually that.
Correct.
It's misdirected.
Correct. There's none of the above.
No, actually, but I think a lot of the real none of the above people wouldn't be voting for her.
Well, a lot of the none of the above would just be doing their artistic impressions of,
the none of the above the people today would be that they had to vote Labor, and so there was no real option, and so then they're presented with her as the option because that's the manufactured option. But, But so one thing you can do is
near enough's close enough. That's a thing that annoys me.
You could do a thing
that people do the near enough's close enough.
So all of those would easily, willingly, happily, anyone like that will easily do the none of the above box, whatever it's called.
Oh, so man, it'd be so cool. I mean, seriously, I think the fear is right here, Si, is that if they included it,
that'd win.
It'd win. None of the above would actually win.
Well, they don't really think about it.
I think that's the reason why they don't include it.
Yeah, but what's in the electoral acts is that you can have failed elections, and you just you can't. There's a process, right? So
we talked about it. Cleaning them out, kicking them out, fresh face.
The main thing is
actual policies. Listening to fucking constitution. Listening to your
policies.
Whatever
things would change. There would be something would be said because. we can't have that keep going in a loop.
Listening to your local constituents, that's the one.
But I mean, and there are other, but I think that to me that's like the simplest option is really that it has weight.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
That no means
needs
something.
to be measured.
Just
Needs
saying
to be
no.
measured. Yeah.
No.
Don't be like the 1942 where, you know, no 1902 Constitution where you don't count some of the fauna.
Yeah. Just because they want to say no, so they're not allowed to say anything. Silence.
Yeah.
No. Shut up now. It's one of us. It's got to get A or B. Dick A or Dick B.
I don't like either of you. You're both arseholes.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
So, but I think that maybe going a digital democracy path and trying to promote that as a candidate has and like an
alternative for the
like the no
none
party,
of the above.
the none of the above party, right? And the none of the
no
above
confidence,
party is
none of the
digital.
above. Yeah. Rather give it to an AI. At least an AI will make a fucking informed choice and decision without being fucking bribed or influenced.
Or I just want to give it to the constituency. Free, like a vote for me is a vote for you because it means that your constituency gets to have its actual say on
the
issues.
digital democracy app and log in and make the choices that our
On the
party's
matters
going to
of,
fucking push
if it's
towards.
a federal one, on the matters of immigration and criminals coming in, you'll get to have a say
Let's
on
hear
those
from
kinds of
everybody
laws.
in the
Quarantine.
in the
If you want to have a say
the
on those
parish
matters,
or the
I'll
shire
send you
or
anything
whatever.
about them, and you can have a vote and tell
the
me what you want.
state,
Yep.
federal level. You know,
Merges together into the data set. Out pops the answer. There you go. That's what we're doing. Do-do-do.
yeah. More trees in Parliament. Vote one ficus. Green it up. Hey, every chair full of a fucking, endangered fucking tree or entity.
It's interesting that the fact that like old fish and chips is like it has
I love her really. Like she's
I didn't
such a
realise how
battler.
important she was for you, but like
She reminds me of
this is happening.
me
People are
mum,
really freaking out
in a
about
certain way. Like I'm not going to get into that whole, Homelander kind of Sisyphus,
no,
Sisyphean loop.
I know your mum. Like they've got a bit of a same.
But
bone structure.
my mum was like that. Like she was, she'd just say it how it is. Whatever's on her mind, you'd hear it.
Yeah, and in a quite Australian voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Didn't mess around.
Yep,
Wasn't here for
cheekbone.
bullshit.
Yep.
Tell me a story. If it's sad, I'll give you a fucking hug and cry on your shoulder with you.
Yep.
Else fuck off. She never turned any away though, like always willing to help. But yeah, that reminds me very much, I see her and I'm looking at her now, she's getting, them lines, the crow's feet and all the other things that come with, being an old cunt. Weathered. Right?
Look, it's actually 3 hours of Cheep. Like the thing
It
is,
is.
we have not talked about Fable.
Nothing.
Except
Except
politics of
fish and
Australia.
chips. That's it, man.
The
I
Constitution
think
of Australia,
we deserved
the
a
voting.
political issue. We
It's
deserved a
very
political
rare.
cheat.
Look,
We
was a bit waffly in
don't
the
normally
beginning.
make our opinions known, but none of
did
the
we?
above is very important to us.
Okay,
And so is digital democracy, where everyone gets to fucking have a say. Actual
yeah,
say.
and anyone who pushes towards that, I think, as I support. But I mean, which is none of these mob. Now, making a stand on, it's interesting because let's say, for example, in my federal constituency where I am at the moment, I would be given potentially options which would connect up to them, like
Yes.
like sort of.
Be in a position. I think a federal election is more closer to where you need to be if you need to make constitutional change.
Yeah, less steps.
State election is just like,
You're in a bit of magistrates
maybe
and-
ratify the donkey vote, count as a measure of dissatisfaction, and then, at the federal level, then, argue the Constitution of, none of the above and, bring on digital democracy.
Well, I think that the way is actually to come as a party. I reckon it's easier. Okay, here's why it's easier. Simple as this. If you get 100 of you to go into polling booths and pull off what I've done, right?
Yeah, an equivalent across
Your version, you basically have to go in there. And my first preference is on the ballot paper. It makes a big statement.
Yeah.
People ask what the question is.
But
Maybe
be real about it.
Make a change.
Have actual people that feel
However,
strongly and just go, look, nothing on here is what I'm interested in. I've spoken to everybody. Yeah.
It's probable, regardless of you succeeding in doing that, that the way it will be interpreted or is interpretable is that you are doing a demonstration. You're doing a protest in the polling booth, because it'll make the newspaper say, how could it not be a protest? Oh, no, it's just private. It's my personal thing. It's all coordinated. It'll be very hard to not, we didn't know.
Not to have them figure it out and go, hey, listen.
It seems it's very,
it
has to be.
Well,
no, you're all there
Are these modern dissidents? Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't, there's nothing to work out. Like, you're all there. So it's hard to unsay that. I think the difference is if you go in as a party.
I think it'll just happen naturally, personally. Like, it'll get to a point where the dissatisfaction will just go, look.
I think that's the software.
Yeah.
The ability to make the software platform to
be ready to just jump in and do the none of the above mode.
For no cost. It doesn't you're just like, none of the above. Let's do it. And everyone's like, oh, we'll press the button. I'll download.
Maybe we've got to relook at that Flux again, Maybe put a bit more energy into Flux.
Because the thing is that while that could be classed as a protest in 100 polling booths, if you come in as 100 in a party called None of the Above, right? Which is a non-party, obviously, right?
Yeah.
It's just a movement to initialize digital democracy.
Well,
That can't be banned.
You create an overlord of your general idea,
Yeah, you can be outside the polling booth. You can have a flyer. You're allowed to be there. You can go on the TV. You can talk about these things. And instead of saying, everyone vote no and change the thing, you can go into the thing and fucking just demolish the value of the vote.
What do they call that old saying in, the Latin? Subvert the dominant paradox or something like that? Is that the way it works?
Just demolish the fuck
Yeah.
And just kill it with viciousness, by basically making it no value. It's like, what if I'm not represented? Are you?
What are you talking?
Yeah. What are you
Through
talking
the system. Yeah.
And you can go to either person. Then with that with that.
You vote that, none of the above in, then you have to make the choices.
I can guarantee you. But what if more
You'll
people
be
want what
pinged
I
at
want?
least 6 or 7 times a day to make a choice. That's it.
No, you wouldn't. No, people think that, right? But ultimately, actually, if it was a federal one, and even across all of those, the 23 divisions or something like that.
Laws take time to go through.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You get little notifications, like a little 1 monthly little notice about
You'd be on the fucking pay attention schedule of most politicians, which is not much at all.
No, and you look at the ones that were interesting to you.
You go, that's something,
NDIS, whatever it is. You look at the ones that were interesting to you. You pay attention, you have a little commentary on them. Oh, no, I'm going to vote on that.
Yeah.
Well, my little opinion heard. And everyone would have the things that they're interested in. Everyone becomes self-interested and they look after
everyone
the
would
things
be,
they're interested in.
happy that they got their little say.
Yeah. Yeah, and no one would want to have a say in all the things. Or maybe you do. Sorry, no one. You will feel satisfied in having the say about the things that matter to you.
In your core belief, that matches up. Yeah,
science and tech, whatever, doesn't matter. Industry, farming, child support, whatever the thing is. you will be able to have a say in those matters. Yeah. And it'll be a combination of each for everyone.
So rather than being a protest, it'll be, no. I'm voting for the replacement so that I can have my say in these things.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think. So I think I've actually moved past that. I think if you want to do the protest thing for your own fun, that's the model. But like, I think that,
Well, again, it's just pushing, it's pushing on the
agenda.
Constitution to, you know, amend itself, isn't it?
Well, no. I think it's about hijacking it with systems. So you plug a system into the system to make it like a feedback loop. So that instead of like these humans in the loop making interfacing and fucking
representatives that you declared as your, you know, making the choices for you,
making up whatever they want
in federal elections or federal fucking politics. No. You get a little, you know, request to, you know, are you interested in this particular thing that we're voting on? Oh, no, it doesn't even concern me. Ignore.
Yeah.
Oh, no, hang on. That really concerns me because I'm in that particular industry. I'll be fucking voting and making my voice on that. Yeah.
And then you are represented as the industry group or the employee group or whatever. Like you're there. You are.
Create your clusters and you know how you doing over there? How's that federal government looking after your states? Are you getting your remunerations or that little bit of the gives or the
or whatever it is?
Where my fucking bit of cheesecake? Where's my skim on the cheesecake?
Yeah. No.
You rich cunts down there just living off the lack of luxury. Hey, where's my skim? States working their asses off, you know. Kingsland wants its bit of cream.
There you go.
Yeah. Working hard, paying them federal taxes. Where my skim? Real talk is cheap.
Season
Pretty
12.
bloody honest. It is.
Episode 10, like, I'm so sorry we didn't talk about like some really amazing
We can get
stuff.
to it next
So
week,
much
you know.
stuff.
Or is
So
it
many
Ezekiel
things.
next week?
No, that's 12-12.
Oh, 12-12, that's right. That's it. Yeah. End of, almost end of the season.
But
So
we will have to read
maybe
it.
we better get into these topics next week. Thanks for joining us. Very
It's going to be
political.
interesting editing this one.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm going to like do that bit and then I'm going to do that bit.
This is our gospel every week. Say what we mean and mean what we be. Cheap talk is funkin' cheap.